never do a podcast with your biggest fan. It's not going to work out.
And when I say you, I'm looking at the reflection in your glasses and looking at this.
Keep that same energy on the microphone right here and in text messages.
Right?
Because
so now we're
my-
bridging the gap.
Right.
Now we're bridging the gap.
Are we actually paying attention, or are we just finding moments to make the content out of? Everything's getting doubled down on in this because this is for the space people. There's a 2-week gap in the market right now.
So mentally, like,
And now it's gone.
Oh,
you see that
That's
shit?
what I'm saying, my nigga. Yo, this is what I'm saying.
this was a podcast full of Joe Budden lowlights. Just a small donation from my companion. They say dog's a man's best friend.
So y'all just remain cool, man. I like your show and everything. You know that.
Bada bing, bada boom, people. Welcome back to another installment of the Homeroom University podcast. You see, it's the podcast about your favorite podcast, and I'm classmates on Groove.
Jay Nobles,
AJ the Menace.
white man behind the boards.
yeah.
Ed Mac in the building.
That's me.
That's him. Appreciate y'all for clicking on the video.
There he is.
Yeah. Do what y'all do best. Like the video. Comment down below your office hours. Partner at the end of the show. We, answer questions that y'all want.
Yep, audio and video office hours as well too. So if you want to do an audio or video one, leave it on the MenaceMaterialEnt Instagram page. Just slide in the DM, put your hashtag office hours, and send the video or do the voice note.
And let us know if you want your face shown, because a couple people got exposed. And, with some delicate videos sent that they meant to be private.
Yeah.
And if you're confused on what it would look like, just wait till the end of the show and you're gonna see.
You're gonna be able to see
what
one.
I'm saying?
You'll hear audio one earlier in the show, but you'll see the video ones towards the back end. It's always the last chapter of the show.
Yeah, just make sure you put a shirt on. You comb your hair real quick, because this shit is on YouTube, brother.
And that pre-show stand.
That pre-show staying up.
So
tell them.
I was about to say, we did our first live.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It went swell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It went pretty good, man. Everybody enjoyed
Great
it.
experience.
We liked in certain areas, didn't interact with the fans.
Yeah,
but
it was
we'll get a
dope
little
though.
bit
Yeah,
better
it worked out. We didn't
You're a
realize how smooth
cornball.
it was gonna work out, but since this is already a day late, we're like, fuck it. So y'all got the pre-show, which is normally the stuff that we do that we put behind the Patreon. That's what everybody's paying their $5 for. But
And shout out to F-Mac for a smooth running of them screens. Them
Yes,
slides.
facts.
It was going crazy.
Thank you.
Okay,
Facts,
F-Mac going nuts with the slides.
yeah,
F-Mac going nuts. So yeah,
Puerto
make sure-
Rican, he's supposed to be quarter.
y'all
going
y'all
nuts.
check that out. And if you want more convos and get those chill pre-show vibes like that, then you need to subscribe to the Patreon.
yeah, for
Because
sure.
that's
subscribe.
where that content normally goes.
For sure.
The ones who are complaining that they don't know us enough.
Yeah.
Because we had that a little while.
Yeah, you want to hear us address some more worldly matters?
Facts.
That's
yeah.
Patreon.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Yeah. Also, on top of that, before we start the show, I've got a GoFundMe in the description below. My dog needs urgent emergency surgery on his leg. Long story short, he needs to have his leg amputated.
We got to get this shit off.
Yeah. So long story short, the money raised is going 100% towards his surgery. I'm trying to get it done by next week. But yeah, anything would help. Classmates come through from you. This is my boy. You know what I'm saying? So come through.
Lauren, flash a picture of him with like
I wish I had a
with something
picture.
that says 25 cents.
Wish I had a picture of De Niro. But yeah, if you click
Just
that link in the
25 cents a
bio,
day.
click that link in the bio. Donate whatever you can. You know what I'm saying? That means more than anything this week for sure. And outside of that,
I was about to say, please donate, man. He's a good boy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's healthy.
He's literally
For sure.
been around since like the very start of everything.
he's been around from the beginning.
been
Y'all,
around.
y'all don't understand.
He was like part of the initial, like when he first came, it's like everything started like shortly after that.
He was
about
one
to
of
say.
our first subscribers.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like all Menace Material started shortly after that.
Yeah, nah.
So yeah, he's been around for the life of Menace Material Entertainment. But yeah, let's jump into the show though. I think we're gonna start. We're gonna start with something fun. We're gonna do Ray J and Candace Owens.
Yeah, Ray J and Candace Owens. Did y'all happen to watch the full episode?
Oh,
Yeah, I
of course.
watched the
So-
great majority of this. It was a great
Hold on.
piece of content.
Hold on. I got to bring it in. So, Candace Owens, I think it was episode 41. I can't 100% remember. Somebody can look that up while I'm doing it. But she had Ray J and one of his transgender friends and somebody from his reality TV show on to interview about transgender topics. And long story, so Candace Owens is doing what she does in terms of talking to somebody who's transgender. This is not the first time. She's done this multiple times on her platform. She has how she feels about it. She just kind of wants to get their background, see if there's any middle ground. Normally, once they really get into what it is, they don't have middle ground. But long story short, they're always pretty insightful episodes, whatever. But long story short, this one though, in particular, is what I realized. Ray J will do whatever. Yeah. Bro, like I knew that, but Ray J, the way he was answering some of these questions, I was like, yo, he's really just leaned all the way into this bag and just says, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the thing about Ray J, he's a screw up with a conscience. So it's like anytime he does some bad, he feels like he's got to get that karmic balance back right and like, you know, do some good to cover up all that smut. But that's not how smut work.
But always for profit. That's what I respect about Ray J.
Always for profit.
Crazy amount.
I don't understand it. Like from the scooters to the glasses to like,
you're not a tycoon.
I wonder who he's talking to. Like who's just running up to him with these ideas? Like, yo, I got this.
He's the one with the
it's
ideas.
coming from his head. Like,
bro,
you gotta understand. There's some people who would just like the light bulb literally goes off in their brain and they can't shut it off. They gotta express it with the world.
But outside of that, I love it was just so funny to me how Candace is like really holding like her serious. I have a point that I am trying to get to. And then like towards the end, she was just like, yo, this is crazy. Like this nigga's hilarious. Like
because
she realized it's like, okay, look, we're not coming together at this point. Let me just let him get his jokes off.
Ray J's the only person that had to study for this. Because you got to understand, Candace has gone down this rabbit hole a billion times. And then the trans woman, she's had to like think about this and defend what she is a thousand times throughout her life. Yeah. They're both comfortable. Ray J's the only one learning new words.
Literally.
Oh my God. He would just start rambling and then say, but see, this is the beauty because I'm still learning. But it was several times throughout the interview when the conversation got good between his friend, I can't remember the friend's name. Yeah. And Candace, here goes Ray J off to the side. Yeah, okay, now we're getting somewhere.
We're getting somewhere.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Them niggas could be like, it's 6:30? Yeah, it's 6:30. We're bridging the gap.
Yeah, we're bridging the gap. That's what it was.
We're making amends.
Man.
Yeah, he was a bridge.
When I say this,
PR
bro,
talk.
this shit was hilarious, bro. I loved every moment.
That's what's so important. He's in over his head, but he's not useless. Because the thing is, he secretly agrees with everybody. Yeah. Like anytime he answered the question, he was like, you're right as well, but let's bridge this gap.
Oh my God.
Let's try to understand.
Let's put the London Bridge up.
Perspective is everything. Now, I really like what Candace Owens is like turning into. She reminds me of like a version of Dr. Phil.
Nigga, you love
like
who
with
Candace
with these conversations and shit.
Yeah. I mean, but he loved who Candace Owens was, so this is nothing.
But she's talking to black icons.
You saying I love what everything Candace Owens is doing is me having a negative take about Charlamagne.
And which
hold on, you hear all this self-awareness?
I hear as soon as I do it, I hear Tone say, well, you have to take that.
Yeah.
you got to take that.
Feel that way, and as do you.
And which one is better?
Neither, because y'all are both.
It's just what it is.
Y'all are both just caught up in it.
I'm bigging up a black woman, you know, talking to another black icon, which is Ray J.
Cherry on top of it with that too, though.
Ray J.
You notice how he goes to black women in his time of need, like at least a nigga like Charlamagne.
I love that shit.
Charlamagne live it 24/7. He gives them jobs.
Okay,
it's really on his sleeve, but you just like grab on. You just grab on when you falling off.
Be sprinkling, bro. When you pull it out, sometimes when I don't see it coming, it's the best. I be like,
it's the best.
I'm like, oh, this nigga's dirty.
Not only is he dirty, the card is dirty and all creased.
What you talking about?
Because he done slammed the down.
That's what happens when I commemorate somebody, nigga. I try to think of
commemorate. All right.
I've had I gotta go through it. I gotta go through it on the Charlamagne tape. You gotta go through it on these Candace tapes.
It's growing pains.
You know, I do like what she's doing. It's like I see a lot of Dr. Phil just pointless conversations to a certain extent.
But they're always good.
But they're good though.
She wouldn't even like that comparison.
Oprah.
Yeah, because she has a meaning and purpose behind all of her
Don't
talk.
pit black women against each other.
Not doing that.
Why are you doing that?
I feel Oprah was more of that though. What you're saying, pointless conversation. Not really pointless, but like we don't have to have a reason to link up. We can just talk.
Like I'm not trying to fix you.
Yeah. I feel like Candace be in there like, oh no, I have questions.
Yeah, nah.
She has
pretty consistent.
Points.
She got shit that she want to go through.
I wouldn't say she attacked it, but like she definitely staked her claim.
For sure.
She said as she felt.
So would you say like, you know, with how Ray J was talking, like nobody won this conversation? It was just an open discussion.
We bridged the gap.
They bridged the gap.
The gap was bridged.
the
A
gap.
Christian, a trans, and Ray J.
Yeah.
The bridge is there, but nobody's driving over this anymore. This is over. After
I have
this.
a timestamp of 22:56. I can't remember what was there, but we're gonna see. Looked like it was near a hot moment when everybody else wanted to see too.
There isn't really a way back. So if your child came to you at 17, Ray J, and said, I am born into the wrong body and I want to take puberty blockers, what would you say?
Well, as a parent, man, my kids are 4 and 6. You don't really know how you're gonna react, but I know for me, I want to be the parent. My kids I want them to be able to tell me anything, like the darkest, the most complicated, like what they're really going through internally, externally. So I would be super open for super support, right? That's the kind of dad I am. Even with my son, he's 4, but there's been times where he's been around and we were shooting, whether it's a movie or something, and there was a lot of women around, and he said, Dad, I love the girls, right? And I went, okay, got it. I mean, I don't know if I should bring him in now because you're only 4, so I wouldn't do that, but that's what you like right now. You came to me and said it. You even told your mom, where are the girls at, Dad, in front of moms? I said, son, we got to, and so I would just be there for them. And I think as society grows and as everybody gains more knowledge, and you have friends, right? I have friends that are straight, I have friends that are gay, I have friends that are trans, and these are my close friends. And so me personally, I don't care, but I also understand that it's for them to make the choice, not for them to be programmed into a choice that they might not be familiar with, and they're just following the trend, right? So that's where you straddle the line with everything with marketing and promo. But for me, I mean, I'm in full support of whatever my kids want to do, and
heroin.
Well, I mean, not that.
Pornography.
Not
That's
that.
not comparable.
But I'm saying,
He said, I'm in full support of whatever my kids want to do,
if
and it is comparable.
Meaning like,
it's funny, like they went through all the normal beats that this conversation is supposed to go through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the intersex conversation. What time is it at right now?
No, but this was funny, and I remember I have that timestamp just because that babble was crazy.
Yeah.
All she asked was,
He went crazy.
would you support your child wanting to take puberty blockers? And he went through
And
all
him
that.
saying,
He went all the way around the bush.
and him saying that, of his son, he was proud of him in that moment.
Exactly. That was the funniest part.
Yeah,
He was like he low-key said, well, my son likes pussy, so this is really not a problem for me. That's really what he was trying to tell us.
So my son already loved pussy.
He's son.
Yeah.
So he's pretty much telling us,
Like,
these aren't really my issues, but let's be fair. Everybody deserves to be what they want to be.
He got to calm his son down before he get his dad started.
Yo,
go to 33:42. This is when because Candace Owens, she was being pretty polite throughout this whole conversation, but she finally put out that ace card from the deck.
Yeah.
She was like, "Blow, hold that."
I guess my point. You said that after, and I want to slow this down because I'm making a point that I'd like you to understand. You said that once you realized that you were a female, you felt that you were a female and you were in the wrong body, the first thing you did was do something that does not make someone a female, right? That you just were like, I'm going to get boobs. So that to me shows a tremendous immaturity, right? Now, when other women do this, they're just like, I want to look like Kim Kardashian. This is a trend. But they're not doing it because they're going, I'm not a woman. Do you get what I'm saying?
But it is though, because my best friend literally got implants because she, and I quote, she was like, I feel like a boy because I've got no boobs.
Some women want bigger breasts, and some people like I don't mind little breasts or big breasts, but women want to go.
He just doesn't stop, bro.
Masculinity and femininity are two different things. Right. They don't attach it to whether or not they are in fact they would never go to the doctor and say,
because that was one ace, and then she pulled the big joker out with the Rachel Dolezal. She was not letting up the gas on that. She said, "No, I think we skipped past that Rachel Dolezal chick real quick. I need us all to go back." I said, "Damn."
Yeah.
And this nigga
that's pivotal.
Yeah, she said, "You gonna answer this question or you're not, but we're gonna have a clear you avoiding it or answering it."
And you know, this whole like transgender talk, it makes sense because of his show.
Oh
Like,
yeah, he was up here promoting.
He has a whole show. It's bad girls, but transgenders.
Yeah,
bad days. It's a house full of them.
Damn,
which is dangerous.
They call it the girls.
But then he said a story where he was talking about how the first security team was an issue.
Yeah, because they started liking the girls.
Yeah, and then but no,
not the trans girls. He's talking about because he has multiple shows on. What's the network?
That's what I thought he was talking about.
Tronics. He wasn't talking about the trans girls.
I was about to say, he's saying this story so casually. I'm like, oh, you're really, because I thought he meant I hired a new team and they all fell in love with the cast and they would go to sleep there and wake up and just clock in. I was like, this reality show is crazy, nigga.
Wake up cooking
your
waffles
security team, all of a sudden, it's a fucking interrelationship show with the niggas that are supposed to be there doing security.
Good God.
Bro, that's crazy,
You
dog.
can't pay for that kind of entertainment.
Yeah, for real,
Niggas
dog.
protecting wombs.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Lauren, go to 3630, and I think this was a middle of the bridge moment.
Oh, yeah. I hope you can find one.
It is.
Okay, so
it's not a costume for
You
me.
genuinely believe that you're a woman.
Oh, pause.
100%.
Never mind. Pause real quick. This was the ace that I thought I was referring to earlier with that first timestamp. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think I'm a born female biological woman. Absolutely not. I'm a trans woman, and I'm well aware that I'm not a biological woman. And I want to make that statement very loud. Because that's where it gets crossed and where I think trans people need to come to the table is understanding that and letting biological women know that we're well aware we're trans women. And if people are out there saying anything otherwise, that's something that I don't want to back.
Right?
Because
so now we're bridging the gap.
Right.
Now we're bridging the gap.
I'm well aware of
Now
who
we're
I am
getting
and what I
somewhere
am.
with it.
Do you, Ray J, believe that Danielle is a woman?
Yes. I've never once, even every time we talk, I've always said, Danielle, that's what it is. Like, and all of my friends that are in the community, I mean, we have a whole gagency, right? Shout out to Tarad and Dumpin' D. It's the full gagency, right? And then we have the girls club, right? So there's different layers and different things that people like to do in their world that they like to be outside of work. But when we all come to work, everybody's on time, everybody's on point. What happens after work?
Bro, he's crazy.
He's insane.
You know
This nigga is amazing, bro.
Yeah, it's amazing because
I got lost in it.
He believes it.
He does.
You know what I mean? Like this isn't an act. He's really in this mode.
Is this what you have to do to sell a network?
This is genuine.
This is what you have to do to like actualize yourself as a human.
Nah, I don't think it's that deep. I think it's very surface level.
He's like Black Gary V if he
Look, yes.
If he just
100%.
Yes.
If he just
100%.
didn't fly
100%.
garage selling and dropping out of college, he just like, you know.
No, all he's missing is the garage selling story. But his story is amazing in itself.
Yeah.
Hit record, Brandy, your sister, you got hits. You know, like it's
hit cornos.
Yeah, it really is. It's that energy though. It's that Gary V energy though.
It's just like you wake up and believe it. 5 a.m. You ready. You're gonna conquer the world. He's gonna drink a lot during the day probably, but it's not gonna stop him from getting some Tronics business done.
I wonder,
he looks pretty healthy.
I checked the reviews. Well, I checked the reviews. I saw some reviews on Tronics. Most of them were like, I tried to cancel and they're still charging me.
Okay,
It was
but
a couple of
that's the subscription game though. To be fair, that's the subscription
funny,
game.
though.
Subscription game?
Okay, so there's
It
there's a level of subscription, just like the gym. You signed up there, but they want you to write a letter or send an email with a picture
Something crazy.
and 2 paragraphs before you can unsubscribe from the gym.
You have to go all the way
it's
to the store.
There's definitely that subscription game could be
The system
really fair and user friendly, or it could be treacherous.
Matter
But
of
it
fact,
could
let me
be
just
either
read
one.
the
It depends on what the system is,
It
but
depends
most
on-
of them
yeah.
are against you. Like if you go to
Yeah.
the public library, it's kind of geared in your favor. You
Yeah.
can keep those books for 5 years.
That's a whole thing.
Nothing's gonna really happen to you.
Nothing. They're not. It's not showing up on your taxes. Like nothing's happening about those.
They're not
books.
even gonna send you a letter. They're barely paying the librarians. They're not gonna pay the postal office.
Yeah, but the no, that shit crazy.
This is hilarious.
Yeah,
Y'all
nah.
want to watch one more from this?
I got one. Hold on, let me see what this next one is. What is this one? What was this? 36, 37?
Yeah.
I was in that same area. I was in 30.
I'm about to
All
say,
right. Do that wig one. The Instagram reel. Yeah, this shit funny as hell.
But I put on a wig one time, right?
Yo.
And so when I put on the wig, because I was trying to get into this other character, so I put on the wig, I looked in the mirror and I went, oh my God, and I was attracted to me.
Yo.
So I took the wig off
is
real
the
fast.
key.
And I went, what just happened?
He was in character.
I didn't know what happened, but I was
It's
like,
true though.
because I had it on and I went like that because it was in my eye. So I went like that and I took it off because I was attracted to me.
Yo.
And I love me, but I didn't know I loved me like that. Like, I look good. So I never did it again.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I felt like it.
He had to save himself from himself.
Yeah, bro.
So I'm too gorgeous as a woman, nigga. I might
He was
my dick
he was
off.
too sexy to cross dress, nigga.
Yeah.
That's
Ray J is
unfortunate.
really one of a kind, man.
100%.
Bro, this nigga is amazing, bro.
There'll never be another one. I mean,
No.
actually, I take that back. His son sounds like he's following in the footsteps.
Oh, for real?
His son,
Word?
yeah, he like pussy at 4.
Oh,
well,
yeah,
of course.
right, yeah.
It's only time.
The
It's
world
only
tastes
a-
oysters.
It's only a matter of time.
This
He gonna
insane.
have a $1 trillion company inherit.
Daddy, where are the girls?
Watch that nigga take over.
He damn
Tronics.
sure is, and he's definitely inheriting a lot.
You going to inherit some earbuds.
But bro, Ray J's not stopping for a very long time either, though. Like this nigga,
Yeah, nah.
he's
he's
here forever, bro.
he's
Like Ray
almost-
J's
you-
forever.
He's almost the real life Tony Stark, to where it's like, you know, you got a lot of money, you got this company, you know, you're a playboy with money, but you also got vices.
It's a
You
little
got
bit
vices,
different.
but you like you're a torture genius.
Ray J might be tortured. I feel like we could all guess his next business idea. It could all be some crazy shit too.
I think he gonna double
We
down.
would never-
On this.
I'm not gonna lie, I never see where he's coming. I mean,
You
when
never
I
see where he's coming.
No,
but when
I
it
mean,
hits,
you saw it in
But
that-
when you
TV wise, yes, but like when he pops out with like a gadget, I'll be like, what the fuck, nigga, bruh, everything has. Okay,
AJ.
Raycon, bruh.
Scooty bike.
AJ,
I didn't take none of his business
AJ.
seriously. No, for real. Let
he's
me just
coming
say
out
this.
with a vacuum in the next couple of years. I know it.
He could be, but
Yeah.
it would be that random though. Is the point though?
That's what I'm
because
saying.
I'm saying like, bruh, when he started the Scooty bikes, I didn't think nothing of it, and then
Scooty
all of a
bikes.
sudden you hear he's selling it for a shit ton. Raycon, same thing. I'm just Raycon. Then I start seeing people I know in real life talking about, yo, these joints better than the Apple.
Fire.
I was like, this nigga is really moving Raycons right now. This is crazy. Yeah, bro. And in the glasses, that was probably a hit with the 65 plus community because they were
Yeah.
like reading glasses. They probably went triple platinum in CVS and Walmart.
Ray
Ray
J,
and Walgreens and shit.
Ray J's gonna hit really big on something stupid and simple.
But he's
Yeah.
hit big a couple times already though.
But he's gonna hit something to where it's undeniable. Like we're going
where it's like
he
500,
might-
600 million or something like that.
Forbes might have to take him serious.
Where they move him
Yeah.
into a different stratosphere type shit.
He might be talking on Business Insider.
literally like Kanye. How Kanye just rolls
And then
up.
all of a
It's like,
sudden
oh
he's
shit,
it.
Kanye's
Yeah,
this
yeah,
nigga.
yeah.
Like really, this nigga.
Yeah,
now.
once the clothing brand and the sneaker started, it was like he was a billionaire all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Shit was different.
Yeah, because for a while he was sitting in the same vein as Soulja Boy as far as that shit.
Yeah, to where it's like you're a rapper entrepreneur, but it seems like your products break easily.
Yeah.
He didn't elevate it past that shit.
Yeah, thank God. And he got higher quality.
And every new invention,
sweatshops.
every new invention is a different Ray J. I feel like he's just improving, like almost like we're seeing a resume right now.
I love it.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Like
I
he's
love
just
it.
trying
I love
to. Why isn't he in a movie? Why doesn't
sure
Ray
he
J
is.
do
Because
movies?
he's too busy producing TV.
His life would be better off in the show. You
Yeah.
couldn't capture that in an hour and 30 minutes, 2 hours.
Absolutely
You,
not.
you wouldn't do Ray J justice.
I need to keep tabs on you all year, different seasons throughout that year.
You could do 2 hours on his 20s,
Yeah,
on his early
Ray
20s.
J need to find a way to link up with 50 Cent.
I'm sure they're friends. Ray J's friends with everybody.
Yeah, nah. And he's the kind of guy that can get into that circle if he really needs to.
He can get anywhere he needs.
He'll
to,
make
for
you
sure.
believe it. Some people have pitch room charm. Or audition charm. Put it that way.
Yeah, do you remember they were saying that about Champ? They were like, everywhere he go, he pitching something.
Yeah. Nigga constantly got a venture.
Yeah.
Can't hate on the nigga with a lot of ventures.
Every time we bring the nigga Champ around, he always pitching something new.
Yeah.
That shit was funny. I
like
can't
you-
remember who said that now.
Yeah, you can't trust a nigga that pitch something new too often because you gotta. Like, did you remember the last stuff that you was doing?
Like
Is
the
that
nigga
still
from the-
keeping up with that?
Like the nigga from the Real Husbands of Hollywood. Like I got the pull-away suits.
Right. Yeah,
It's like,
yup.
nigga, it's my new shit.
I'm slinging
But,
these right now.
But all right. Yeah, let's jump over to this.
Yeah.
We'll jump over to this next one. So my content connection buddy responded to us dating from the stop.
From the swamp.
Yeah, from wherever you said.
You're Danny from the swamp.
Yeah.
Danny from the swamp.
That is what he
Is
said.
there a swamp emoji? Let's look into that actually at some point. But yeah, Danny did a special episode. He dedicated time to us. We just seen part 1.
Yeah.
Part 2 has not dropped yet.
You looking forward to it? Are you heavily anticipating this?
I'm looking forward to it. I had such a good time.
Did you like
watching
the
first
video?
one.
You got to understand,
I
people.
had such a good time watching the first one.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I actually enjoyed it. I was in Puerto Rico. I was sitting back, I had like a coconut with a long ass straw. I was like, let me see what these niggas talking about.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Danny's #1 fan flew out, you know.
He paid for his own ticket.
To underperform. That's crazy.
To talk about you. Think about that.
That's I'm doing it.
You can't say that. That's it.
You're doing it big.
And that was
nigga.
self-admitted too. That was self-admitted. He tried to get ahead of that.
He's media trained.
I forgot.
What did you expect?
Exactly.
He's a media mogul.
Oh, we're laymen's in our field.
Nigga,
I forgot.
You Daniel son. You know nothing.
We are nothing.
Oh my God. All right. I mean, it's just all right. I mean, I'm only responding to Daddy. That's the only person where
that's the only body that's
the only guy that was there.
That's really he could have. You should have just ran an ISO on that. But yeah. So Danny did lay out the timeline of everything like, and there's nothing inaccurate I would say about the timeline of like how we met and all those things, right? So all that was pretty accurate. He did highlight the parts the moments to where he felt like it was definitely like, okay, these niggas don't fuck with me.
Now,
yeah.
How do you want to address that? And when I say you, I'm looking at the reflection in your glasses and looking at this nigga. Because yo, I'm not gonna lie. I'm sipping my coconut. I'm like, what the fuck Danny talking about? It get to the part where he was like, yo, the nigga I was shouting them niggas out and he told me I was glazing. I watched the clip. I didn't even remember you saying that shit, my nigga. You whispered it so softly. You was like, hey, brother. You got a little something right there.
Oh my God!
And look,
why?
That shit had me crying though.
And you want to know what's crazy? Somebody in the comments.
But why?
Let me say it's funny. It was somebody in the comments. It was somebody in the comments. I didn't see it, but you told me. He was like, nah, Danny for real had something on his mouth. I legit went back to the video. I'm like, it had to have been something on his mouth. It wasn't nothing on his mouth. So I was probably making a little joke, like, you know, hey, Danny, stop sucking this. It was a little joke. It was a little joke. At the end of the day, look, I really have the same point from last time. Which is like, I didn't know it was unwarranted
I'm double down
feelings.
on everything from last week. Before we get started, everything's getting doubled down on in this bitch.
Because I didn't know he had these feelings.
I didn't either.
It's so crazy.
I didn't either.
And he kept talking about like the biggest thing was his appearance. All right. That's another thing. All right. Now, how I feel about joking about a nigga's appearance, it's a very touchy subject, but a lot of times, at least for me as a man, if I say something about your appearance, you shouldn't feel obligated to like have a feeling of emotion. And if you do, it should last for 5 seconds because you shouldn't be worried about what another man is saying about your appearance.
Yeah, like what you was walking around thinking you was handsome.
Especially if it was a joke.
Danny cares a lot though, and it shows on his behavior in terms of Danny's in a lot of comment sections of videos that aren't his videos.
True. Nigga.
And
he be in Too Clean Jones.
He's in too many comment sections.
Honestly. He be in all these comments.
As my content connection buddy.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop that.
Can you even say that with confidence right now?
Yeah, I can't remember. Did he call me a content?
I don't remember exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Damn, what was it?
Content connection, buddy.
Content connection. It was content connection. I added the buddy.
You was connection.
Yeah,
sounds like a fire
my
group.
COE buddy. But yeah, you can see, and they're not always going. You can't go tit for tat with the peanut gallery. We don't do that. What are we doing? You don't do that.
The shells break too easily.
No, don't do that. So it does. So I didn't realize how serious it was. I ignored a lot of these things. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't realize how serious he took a lot of, or how sensitive, because that comes off as sensitive whether it is or not.
But and honestly, I had no idea it was getting into it because we rag on each other all the time.
But you got to understand,
and it's crazy that he said that about him. We rag on Lauren every day.
Gets it. F-Mac gets it.
It disgusts me sometimes. I'm like, God damn, I got to. Nigga, this nigga is this nigga. He has his little uniform on.
If you watch LOI the show, you know for real.
You know for real.
Anybody should be complaining it's Lauren.
Anybody.
He's the only one that gets up on that crucifix willingly. Like, but he'll volunteer to, like, he'll nail himself.
But at the same time, like he said, we wasn't really in contact with him. So it was a lot of like just loose air. You know.
We took the rapport that we had with him on the show, all like the 4 or 5 times that he called in when he had a conversation. You asked the nigga questions. You know, you got to know him a little bit better. We took that as real rapport. And apparently it was just COE.
Yeah. But it's okay though.
It was COE. Nigga.
But it's okay though. Because also, so in that timeline, so like we all low-key saw the wipe your mouth, the first, we all saw that individually. We were all like,
we were all aghast.
Right?
We was all like, what the
Did everybody chuckle?
It was funny.
It was a little funny.
It was hilarious.
Telling a nigga to wipe his mouth before he speak is funny.
It's
for all the wrong reasons.
It was funny for all the wrong reasons. But when I saw it, I said, but this nigga ain't shit.
But it's like right,
you gotta come clean.
But that's
you can understand why Danny would take offense to that. This is really your fault.
I understand. And like, if that got to you, look, man, hey, I apologize because if that's what started all of this, hey, nigga, I mean.
You can see how somebody would. You can see how somebody.
Well,
would
no, I can at least see. It's
course.
always good to see. It's always good to know for each person where their point was, because like my point for me was when everything timeline wise that he laid out was fine. My point was me, I don't like passive aggressive niggas. I never have. You know what I'm saying? When niggas do passive aggressive shit, I get over aggressive. It's just, it's literally part of my nature, which is why I stand on everything I did last week. I'm just not going to, there's no point of getting hyped. We did that last week. If you want to see a beautiful performance, you go back last week.
You want to hear yelling and passion?
Yeah. But I don't like passive aggressive things either, especially when I thought we had a different rapport. So like, don't be passive aggressive towards me. I still stand on everything under Menace Material. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
He putting 10 twinkly toes down on this.
Yeah, so it was for me it was the moments. He started with the back ends of the videos, and it was the back end of Joe Budden sends major warning to his co-host for slapping off. If you go to Danny's page, go to the back end of that video. It's when he has this cartoon thing going. He's taking shots
where he feels his most handsome.
Yeah,
animated.
Yeah, so
got a radio face.
So it started there. I can't remember. Oh wait. He was upset at us reviewing the 𝔓𝔕𝚃 clip. He was upset at the reviewing for the 𝔓𝔕𝚃 clip.
We gave him some critique.
Yeah, because remember when him and 𝔓𝔕𝚃 started the podcast, and I was like, "This is literally a manipulation move."
So he did what he said we did.
Pretty much, yeah. Okay. It's 100%. Just so we could all throw that out there.
So I don't know if that was too complicated of mental gymnastics but
that's where it started, and I felt like I probably doubled down the most in that video, so I felt like was a sneak diss towards me. Either way, it don't really matter. If it comes this direction, it's for everybody. The other video the next one was Joe Budden denies signing Rory Amal to bad contracts, and at the end, that was when he focused in on y'all.
You notice how none of these topics or premises lead with us, and it always ends with us somehow.
Yeah. We were a focal point over there at one point.
Yeah, you know what I mean? We was keeping the spaces alive.
So at the end of that video, that was when he did the black screen. That was when he was like, it's these podcasters, you know, he's doing his performance.
He's taking like weak jabs, but like the kind that like you threw it with bad form, so you fuck around and broke your wrist.
Yeah,
you lost your pinky nail.
So as I'm watching these, mind you, niggas are sending them to me, obviously. Just like when we drop this response, niggas in your DM immediately, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just, we're getting them. I'm like, all right, bro, I'm gonna just let this nigga dry out, because he's doing the most right now. I'm all about keep the same energy at all times, the same energy, or however you feel about them, keep that same energy on the microphone right here and in text messages. Because I keep the same energy about who I fuck with and you fuck with, and on the mic and off the mic. You know what I'm saying?
There was a discrepancy.
Yeah, because
how he was treating both of those mediums.
Right.
When he would get into group chats and text, it was a lot of sneak disses that he knows that we're not gonna hear. So at a certain point, it's like it's different when you say a joke, not to my face, but on a platform where you know I'm gonna hit. But if you're just texting little sneaky, snidey, little scandalous shit in group chats,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? It's you feel how you. So when you would do that, or if that would happen, I say, well, you better make sure you say that on the mic. Because, don't do no passive aggressive. Write your name on the bullet.
Because
you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm about. It's if it's up, it's up. But put a name on the bullet.
It's always fair on this side.
Yeah,
it's always fair.
Yeah,
you get what I mean? The niggas not
so
fair.
that was the legendary black screen. I didn't delete the black screen just because, even though YouTube does have an editor, why would I delete the black screen? It's titled, that chapter is titled Legendary Black Screen now. So y'all can go watch that LOI episode. I can't remember exactly which one it was.
He could put more views on our black.
Then there was also
so
then there was other things as well too. So these are all the passive aggressive instances where I'm slowly just like, all right, my nigga.
Yeah.
Then okay, that was the YouTube instances. The ones, it was the Spaces incidences. That is right, actually. Where it would be like the name of the space, the name of the room. It's like you started doing these little, you started naming the room these little. Mind you, I'm already coming off the energy of these two videos, right? So now your next space is Science Room University. All right, slow down. You know what I'm saying? Like you're doing. What's up with all this little poking and shit? You know what I'm saying? You doing all this poking.
Yo.
What's up? You know what I'm saying?
And to be clear, these are just pokes. Like
all these little pokes. I don't put a name on the bullet and let's get it. You know what I'm saying?
In his response video, he was acting like he was giving criticism.
Yeah.
Or like notes on podcasts and what we doing when we talk on the microphones. He's just doing little snidey, snarky things. Like things girls do.
Right. So
like little teenage girls.
And in all this, I still don't have no hate for Danny. It's just what it is. I'm just everything needs to be laid out very clearly so that we can end this because two niggas going back and forth on the same level, we are wasting time, nigga. We sharing views, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
This is a clarity
and you rent
moment.
studio time. As a businessman, you rent studio time. You need to be able to make sure you can cover these overhead costs. Imagine if you pay for your man, your number one fan, to come too.
Oh my
You'd be
God.
in the hole right
He'd
now.
be in debt.
In the hole now, period. But you'd really be in the hole.
He didn't even get no butt from
We
it.
got to be careful about these overhead costs. That's very imperative around here.
It's not going to be a round trip next time.
Yeah.
So you got to find your way home.
Okay, it was a Science Room University. And I mean, at the time, they would bring us up. I remember one was just straight up called Menace Material. Again, I want to stress that this is after these snick disses. So there's also spaces being named after us. Niggas never really he never really went too crazy on conversations about us, always on spaces, always were kind of short as well. And then one thing I do want to say too, because I listened to some of the spaces over the last weekend as well too. You guys are correct in terms of most of the time that Menace Material and things of that names are being brought up, it is in a positive light. You are 100% correct about that. So there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. It's just I'm coming off the back of these two. So I do know that now if the Peanut Gallery comment hits you, it hits you. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know when you're not part of the Peanut Gallery. People like Caleb, Shells, you know what I'm saying? Like Jameson. Like there's certain people to where like I respect these people. I respect these people. You know what I'm saying? Like I respect their back and forth, their dialogue,
what they have to offer.
What they have to offer. They're actually just having a good time. They're not trying to flex they're not trying to
sell a course.
They're not trying to sell a subscription. You know what I mean? There's people there that are generally having a good time, and I respect those people.
Because
if
they're
that
not
Peanut Gallery shit hit you, let it hit, nigga.
Because
you are part of the Peanut Gallery.
You gotta understand, AJ. A lot of niggas are trying to find a way out any way possible as soon as possible.
Yeah.
So this is their way out.
And attaching themselves to Danny is a really nice look.
It's so much of that.
It's so much of that. Oh, it's so much of that. Danny has to realize one of these. And I mean, during this like whole breakdown, bro, we gotta talk about because you're my content boy. But yo,
there's some dead weight around there.
we need you. I need you to understand what position you are at. You know what I'm saying? Because don't be cautious of the people that you allow around you. You are him. Let's be fair.
Well, don't go that far yet.
No. In terms of like Danny from the Stop carving out a niche within the Joe Budden network, subcore, whatever. You know what I'm saying? He is integrated into the world. Period. Right? Whether hardcore fans definitely know who he is, but even some of the casual fans know who he is. Right? So you need to start moving with that energy as well, and be cautious about the people that you have come around you, because the platform of that social audio, it's only meant to destroy people and destroy you and destroy the people that are users that are on there actively participating in beef and things of that nature, which is why places like Clubhouse are the way that they are. Like everything died out, but the thing that is living and breathing and thriving well is Whack 100, and this nigga's going up on there all the time.
It's
so
crabs in the barrel.
You are a person to know the right. You are a person that can text some of the biggest people in the urban podcasting space. You need to move like you can text the biggest people in the urban podcasting. You need to move like you can sit down with anybody. You don't, when people of notoriety do come up to your stage, it's time for you to get the other niggas out the way, because you don't want to ruin any sort of potential relationship that you could have with somebody else or a good back and forth and dialogue, because we got a bunch of niggas who want to be in the position that you're in. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so for me,
You niggas really are content buddies.
we are. So for me, I'm glad I saw that you just tweeted you're taking 2 weeks off. You need to take 2 weeks off. No questions asked of spaces, because that ain't gonna do nothing but drag you down. You know what I'm saying? So you need a little break now. This is for the space people. There's a 2 week gap in the market right now. Who will rise to the occasion?
Who's taking the last
Who
shot?
is taking the last step?
Shout out to
Because
Jameson, man.
because 2 Clean Jones is the #1 clipper out here. Let's not get it fucked up. I need to make sure I put that in there. 2 Clean Jones is the #1, but this is also something that everybody that's just a clipper needs to be and mindful of. When Danny, somebody holding some of the most powerful spaces in terms of this little sector of the world, takes off, that's like if Joe Budden takes off. See, Joe Budden got way more catalog. Danny can go back. There's not that much space catalog that you can re-dissect. So what you gonna do? Danny's taking off for 2 weeks. Somebody better rise to the occasion, or we're gonna find out if you're really built to be here. And if you're not really built to be here, you're part of the peanut gallery.
Are you a leader, nigga?
Yeah, are you going to... Are you grabbing the reins? Are you pulling yourself up by your bootstraps, nigga? Don't go drive for too much. Rocky Thunder, you got 2 weeks. You've been talking about starting these regular spaces for a long time. You've jumped up there. You've given us a little taste test of the video, and I do think the video will help.
It's a cool aspect.
I think the video is a good aspect, especially because it's not like you're driving. You're actually like sitting down. But if you don't do it in 2 weeks, then you're crazy.
Consistency.
If you don't do it within these 2 weeks that Danny takes off, you don't want it.
That's 14 days and 14 nights. Nigga.
Yep, you don't want it. And I don't want to hear, I don't really be on there talking. I fuck with Rocky. I don't have nothing bad to say, but I don't want to hear you talking about I'm about to start this space. I don't want to hear it if you're not active in these 14 days.
But the opportunity is there, though.
It's wide open. He's gone. Do it. If somebody got to step up to the plate, or Danny comes back and rehosts all these spaces. Now he's still gonna have his own space, of course, just because there's certain people that are only gonna jump on stage for him. But that's just what it is, though. You know,
somebody got to step it up, nigga. There's some rookies on the bench in the NBA right now wishing they had this same shot. Praying they start point guard roll his ankle or something.
I'm trying to think. Was there? I'm trying to think of. Was there? Oh, that's what I meant to do. I wanted to look at the articles. I wanted to look at the chapters for the response that they have for us, because the chapters will tell me.
The chapters will give you a good timeline. Also,
another thing, so I can address my point as well to Danny and to all the listeners as well too. For the people that, just to close that last point as well too. That's why last week when it seems like we were flying off the handle and that didn't seem like that bad. You're right, that wasn't that bad. These niggas kept poking though. So like it wasn't that something was said in that space. It was the instances had built up to that. Where I'm like I'm mid-recording, these niggas are still got my name in their fucking mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, fuck all you. You know what I'm saying? So if that's how we want to play, but that is always going to be the same. Let's be fair.
Yep.
But
it's like, yeah, man, he's pulling white women tactics. You know what I mean? Yelling and screaming, getting in your face and shit.
Who?
Danny.
Actually, let me stay on the point of like be mindful of who you have around you, because I didn't.
Golden retrievers don't live very long.
Yeah, and
they sit down real happy and they enjoying being
golden retriever.
Golden retrievers don't last very long.
Golden retriever.
I like Sir Yes Sir too.
It goes
because Sir Yes Sir is a good name because it's like the only value that I saw being provided was that when Sir Yes Sir was speaking, Danny had more time to think.
Exactly.
Right. It was just time to fill up air so Danny could say, let me think of a real point.
It takes a minute to scroll through those notes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Every time he stopped speaking, I died laughing. I said, this nigga don't know a fucking thing. This nigga don't know anything.
That's what the funniest part was.
That shit was lit, nigga. That video was lit.
Yeah.
It sucked, nigga. You paid and didn't perform. That's crazy. You're not ready for this over here. You're not ready for this.
Yeah, it's not time.
Yeah,
man. You gotta check your sources. You gotta flush out your sentences a little bit more because they stopped kind of bluntly.
Danny correcting you as a good leader should. He's correcting you mid-speech because you over here flying off the handle trying to get you a moment. Danny says, AJ talked about that already. He did. There's nothing wrong with on-screen coaching. Danny, as a new leader, because you're starting this podcast network, coaching is okay. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all try to bring that moment up like that was a diss moment. Nigga, there's nothing wrong with coaching. We the same niggas running around here telling people why their podcasts suck.
Yeah.
It'd be crazy if you didn't see us correcting each other on the things that we podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
That would be hypocrisy.
Yeah, so if anything, y'all should be fucking with that moment. Yeah, and appreciating that moment. But a moment that nobody will ever see because legally it is the stupidest thing that you could possibly do is have a contract negotiation during your goddamn podcast.
That's interesting.
That was great.
That is what
was up with that?
There's not a single lawyer in the history of history that would ever suggest you doing that. That wasn't a moment of transparency like it was supposed to be frank. That was a misstep in you as a new network owner. That was a misstep. And the misstep in that was if you were going to have, in the perfect world, if you were going to have that and legally anything like that couldn't hurt you later down the line, and this was a great contract and things of that nature, that would have been cool, right? That would have been cool. But the fact of the type of contract we heard, and the spin that we heard, nasty, nigga. Who do you have around you? This is crazy. Now, I want 𝙼𝙾𝚃 in my corner. It's a smooth talking nigga right there.
Yeah, nah,
it's a smooth talking nigga.
He'll make you sign a bad deal.
What? Happily.
He'll make you put your blood on it.
Happily. That nigga said, if you don't like the word, I don't want. I said, damn, this nigga's good.
You can't even repeat it, but you feel it.
His synonym game is crazy.
This nigga's good.
You don't like that one? I got another one for you.
I can't even.
I got analogies for days.
Confusion.
I wouldn't even got that far. Like, hell, that shit is never being on camera if that's what's happening. I think he's a great businessman, though, for sure. And your interest, obviously not. You know that as well, too. Because for the people that don't know, this is crazy, y'all. But and there's a reason. The shit that blew my mind is when I watched that, Danny, when I watched that, I said, you doing all that science, how the fuck did this happen? Because you also brought, like, are we actually paying attention or are we just finding moments to make the content out of? Because you brought up two people and how they structured their contract. Also, number one, the fact that we can do so well on a clip about a contract negotiation publicly is not a good thing already, right? So we already know we should not be doing this publicly because we're YouTubers able to eat off of that.
Yeah, there's too much PDA.
But so you shouldn't have done that. But then you also brought up Joe Budden and 𝙼𝙾𝚃 and said they don't have this perpetuity line. And I don't understand how you don't understand why they have it that way. They have it that way because they're able to pay the talent straight out for the appearance. It's as simple as that. So if you're not paying Shammy for the appearances, that type of deal can't get struck. But if y'all are going off a percentage thing, perpetuity is terminology that will always be in the picture.
Yep.
Exactly.
It's just what it is. But if you want to have
the universe,
but if you want to have a Joe Budden and an 𝙼𝙾𝚃 situation to where it don't matter, then you pay the nigga for his appearance, and that's all you do.
But your lawyers aren't Jewish enough for you to understand that.
And this is your channel. At the end of that video, niggas started fantasizing about sitting on Joe Budden's couch. I said, this is crazy.
But we the ones that was singing into him.
This is crazy.
Apparently you was there.
This is crazy. You're a new network owner.
Yeah.
Where is that? Keep that science. Get on it, bro.
Keep that science. And you see the thing about science is you got to do experiments, and sometimes they go horribly wrong.
It's hypothetical.
Sometimes you lose an arm in the process.
But for somebody to do the science, we expect your first attempt. The missteps in this intro, the missteps to branching out a network, the serious ones too, not the light ones, the serious ones.
Yeah,
the serious ones, like the contract thing. Like, oh no, we can't be doing this, man. Recognizing the type of people that you're keeping around. Never do a podcast with your biggest fan. It's not going to work out.
Nope.
We see it on camera.
That's goofy all the time.
Never do your podcast with your biggest fan. You need a podcast with people that are qualified to podcast with you.
Yeah, somebody who's not afraid of you.
Yeah, so
or at least whose livelihood isn't dependent on you.
Who isn't trying to scave his way out of anything.
Out of purgatory.
And your man, this was the most beautiful part about part one of that video is everything that he said.
Who, sir, yes, sir? Yeah,
everything sir, yes, sir said. He's sitting next to a man that does the same thing. that was another thing that had bothered me in Danny's first video, which is why I have no problem standing on what my anger from last week is
two
that
yes men talking.
Is that you ran that manipulation clip like there wasn't me being calling you a manipulator or aligning yourself with Joe Budden tactics. You do, bro. You also can't be mad, like if you want these like pinpoint moments and when people felt like you did snake-like behavior the first time we covered you, you had snaked Rory, right? I never hold none of that against you, but that was something that Jay Nobles and Tony brought up. This shit looks snaky. It does look snaky. It is what it is. I can't
call a spade a spade.
Yeah, I ignore them because I ignored them because I fucked with you. But then if we just think about it, you have a couple of these moments. You have the moments with Shammy where it's like, come on.
Why?
Objectively, we know what that looks like.
And
don't get offended. You always got to stand in it. I said that the first video we talked about you and we actually covered it. I said, look, man, I'd have said fuck it and still put it out and not cared about the Roy relationship. But
you gotta understand.
Don't snake and run from it. Stand on it. Stand on it.
Taking offense to it is his disguise. That's how you deflect from taking any accountability
Stand
about
on
it.
It's all good.
Because anytime he's ever responded to something, he's like, man, I have no idea where this is coming from.
Let's not do that.
Like he takes the
That's all good.
He takes the wormy approach and just like, nigga, just put your feet on the floor and sit on the couch and just say what happened.
And you hate Joe Budden. I do want to throw that out there as well too.
It's resentment.
You do not like him.
No, it's almost like how like your girlfriend can love you and hate you with the same amount of passion.
Yeah.
It's the same infatuation.
Yeah, you really don't like him. And that does come off slightly in the videos. I think as a personality, it would be good to start giving us different content outside of him because you're never gonna beat that allegation. You might love it, but it's certain things. If you're trying to branch this thing out, you also gotta think about what the people under you are gonna say about you. So LOI don't have to say, yeah, AJ, all he does is cover Charlemagne the God. Because it's not true. You know what I'm saying? You wanna at least get. It might not bother you, but it might bother the people that you're bringing under your wing. You know what I'm saying? Just keep that in mind. That's all I'm saying.
And it should bother you.
Yeah, but what I'm saying though is you don't like him. You really hate him. And it's crazy. So there is a slight resentment because he was throwing in your face. I can get Menace and them niggas hotter than you. I get it. I still stand on don't take it out on me. That's some shit that he did. Yeah. But also, don't dare try to double down on how bad and manipulative Joe Budden is when you do the same things that he does. Yeah. Let's keep that same energy at all times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because the dynamic
and don't run from it when the nigga approaches you about it either. You know what I'm saying? Don't say, just do one of these. Oh man, you niggas is tripping. You just play it off. That's all you gotta do.
But he don't know how to play it off.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do. But
because Joe Budden actually has the social cues to be able to pull off what Danny wants.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He actually has the strings to pull.
Rocky Thunder's been trying to eat him alive this week. She's been cooking them. They've been cooking each other. Honestly, they're the perfect two people to kind of like cook at each other at, but they also shouldn't be cooking each other. Yeah. They should be allies. You know what I'm saying? But they had a moment where she's like, "Nigga, you do the same things that you hate this nigga for." And he says bad shit about her. It's like they going tit for tat. You're Danny from the stop. What are you going tit for tat? You can't do that. Swamp. Danny from the swamp. You gotta get that for now. Yeah. At least for this episode.
Bleep it, Lauren.
Yeah. But yeah, you hate him. There's definitely some resentment. I can understand that. Don't let that come out in your videos though either. Cause don't let that come out in your videos.
It's embarrassing to look at. I'll be feeling sad.
Nah, honestly, I want better for Danny.
I brought that up for a reason.
You broke it down like that for what?
I brought that up for a reason.
For a particular reason.
Yeah.
But we addressed the dead weight.
Yeah. I think that's it. No, that's not exactly it. In your start of this new podcast, I did cover the Shammy jit. I covered the Shammy contract episode. Let's talk about the episode before that. Please be mindful of your safety. You are Danny from the stop. You might not realize you're Danny from the stop, but people want to be next to you so they can get clout off of you. Mm-hmm. We are also now in positions where punching us is going to go get a decent amount of views.
Yeah, he's going to make it really easy for them.
Yeah, if you get punched, if I get punched, if anybody part of this sector is the first to get swung on by anybody that we've talked about, that's going crazy. Let's be clear.
Especially if you miss.
Yeah, especially if you miss. But now, just getting swung on alone is the headline. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You need to move smarter, bruh. That second episode I saw was Space and Shammy. Heineken of Bag Fuel just walks in.
Like they had keys.
That's crazy.
That's scary.
It threw you off. It threw me off. I was like, oh no, I'm not fucking with that shit. We stopping everything. What's up? Who the fuck? What's happening? Why didn't I know he's coming? Mind you, it's not like. Let me make this clear too. It's not like Heineken came in and was like, "What's popping, nigga?" You know, he didn't come in on that. But just having somebody who was not invited at that time slot present there,
You have to know.
and somebody that you talked about, so you don't know how they feel.
Exactly.
That's an issue.
You don't know
That
what
is
the agenda is.
That's a problem. That is 100% a problem. I don't know who was the one that did that. You need to make sure that never happens again.
Yeah.
It also might help not going to places that everybody that we talk about might frequent, these public studios. I know that's like what they do in New York. You know, we're in the South. We're blessed. We're sitting on our own land. We built our own studio.
Howdy.
Niggas ain't evicting nothing over here. You know what I'm saying?
You see, that's the motto of the South, man.
That's
we do it
just
on
that
our own.
we do it on our own. Don't ask nobody for shit. But if you want to extend the olive branch, we would love to reciprocate. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be careful when you even popping in. You scheduling time for these people. And whoever is the reason why Heineken showed up, even though it wasn't no like aggression pulling in. But Danny did say in his video, Heineken just walked in with his chest sticking out. He had some sort of energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. Shammy might need to be looked at sideways.
I was about to say.
You can have a nigga walking with his chest up in your studio.
Yeah, not when you're supposed to be the boss.
That's a hazard.
Not during my time. My time, this is like my little apartment.
This your thing.
Yeah.
I should have the biggest chest in this room.
Exactly. Yeah. So.
Well, Danny, yeah.
Yeah, bro. Be mindful of.
But he don't like the parents jokes.
Be mindful of who you have around you. That's the most important thing. I ain't gonna snake you. No. If I snake you, I'll do it openly though.
Yeah,
I'll tell you.
You know what I mean?
I'm about to snake you, nigga. I'll tell you straight up. But I still
like
a
Looney Tunes trap.
I still fuck with Danny. And it's even us going back and forth in the levels that we're both at. It's goofy as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, you made this shit corny, Danny. This is stupid.
We gotta shoot up. But
not that way though.
Yeah, but I do want to end this segment with
I say, well, this is so stressful. You gotta do hard drugs.
I do want to end this segment with office hours from Carl, Uncle Carl.
Okay.
And I think it's a perfect way to end this segment. And
shout out
fun.
OG Carl.
Carl the Conqueror.
Let's go.
What's up, fellas? This is your Uncle Carl. Hey, check this out. I left the message earlier, but I just unsent it. Because I really didn't have nothing to talk about. But now I was just sitting there scrolling through YouTube, and this little podcast where Danny popped up from the stop. Him and some other dude, I really don't know who the dude is. But then they started talking bad about you. About y'all, you know what I'm saying? About y'all. It really kind of anything that really made trip me out. Like, man, I'm kind of getting pissed off. Like, how they talking about my homeboy like that? But check this out. You got one thing you have to understand about niggas like that, and it's three of them. It's Danny from the Stop, it's DJ Academics, and then it's Maul from the Rory and Maul show. Now check the other message, AJ. I don't want to hear all that. Just
played from the top, Lord.
Okay, here it is. Okay, these three people, Academics. Maul, not Rory, and Danny from the Stop of what I call Drake type niggas. You know what I'm saying? They all were Drake fans, but the thing about it is, they think the more money that you have really means the cooler you are. Like all the girls should want you because you got the most money. And just like Kendrick said, you know what I'm saying, that money ain't gonna do it. That money ain't gonna make you cool, you know what I'm saying? You can have the money, all the money in the world, but you still ain't gonna be cool. So y'all just remain cool, man. I like your show and everything, you know that. But my thing is, man, don't worry about Danny. And I don't even know who this other dude was that was trying to sit there and talk noise. Y'all have a good one, man. Holla back.
Shout out to Uncle Carl. When your elders speak, you listen and take heed.
That's it.
Carl is from the Boondocks universe. This nigga sound like,
you know what I mean? But you gotta understand, Carl has seen 1 billion Dannies in his lifetime.
He's seen a
exactly.
lot.
He's exterminated this species a couple times.
These hoe ass niggas.
I love what he said. He
Drake
said,
fans.
When he's just like listening. He said, I fucked around and started getting mad.
Started getting pissed
talking
off.
about my boys like that,
I love that shit, man.
And shout out to, because Carl wasn't the only one, man. Shout out Leak. and a couple other people.
Yeah.
A couple other
It was
niggas.
niggas going to war in the comments.
They were.
They was holding it down from the Menace Material family.
You know, we've never told y'all to go, sick them.
Yeah,
but we
right.
appreciate
We
y'all
appreciate
doing that.
that,
you
We
know what I'm
appreciate
saying?
y'all acting like families.
Especially
Yeah.
from Danny, man. Nigga being mean, man.
Hell yeah. He's goofy ass.
Talking about my looks. Come on, man. We might have to just DM this nigga.
No, fuck that.
Fuck that. Really?
Nigga, what you talking about?
He's gonna be watching this though.
He don't know, but he don't fuck with y'all. So y'all don't have to fuck with him no more.
It's no point.
At least it's out there now.
There's no point.
You know what I'm saying?
It's your friend, and now when we joke on him, he
He's
can know
my
that it comes
content.
from. Now
Me
when
and
we,
him have a content connection.
exactly, and
Yeah.
now when we joke on him, he can know for sure it's coming from a mean place.
Yeah.
It's coming from hate.
I was about to say.
Right.
How you Danny from
Now
the swamp?
there's no more confusion.
There's no more. Yeah, there's transparency. That's all we needed.
Yeah,
Just
that's
to move
it.
forward.
That's it. But all right, man. I'll see y'all in the next one.
Yeah.
All right, let's stay on Joe Budden. Joe Budden and Yachty finally sat down for the first time and just did like a podcast since his Complex visit when Joe was yelling at him
Yep.
for being a new artist that was just happy. If that was an issue, Joe said, "What you cut?" He blanked on him. I feel like Yachty got his get back.
Yeah, he did.
for
and
sure.
like
He got his get back.
this link up is not as far fetched as it may seem, because when we had went up to New Jersey and we was doing the pod, I had asked him, I was like, "Are you proud of Lil Yachty?" Because
Yeah, that's right.
nobody honestly saw this coming.
Yeah,
and
that's
knowing
true.
that they had that little tidbit, he was like, "Yeah, man,
Oh
Proud of
yeah,
the
and
little
watch,
nigga.
and you can watch that episode that we're referring to. It was Control the Juice. Homeroom University
Patreon
and
exclusive.
Patreon exclusive. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And you can go to his Patreon, but it lives on this channel too.
Exactly. In case you were wondering,
In case you was wondering.
Yeah, because you was wondering when that was
Yeah.
at his head. It is
Shout out
available.
to ear.
Just don't
Yeah.
watch it in the swamp, nigga.
Yeah.
You might get your feelings hurt.
But man, this was a podcast full of Joe Budden lowlights.
yeah.
And I mean, what a great way to get the get back. I did see some people trying to go with the narrative of they were like on Reddit and they were talking like they were disappointed in Yachty because they felt like he was being intimidated by Joe to not try to have like intellectual conversation. I guess they were kind of mad at how he wasn't really trying to go into the music ownership and stream conversation and shit like that.
He didn't, they didn't
But I said,
rehash it.
I didn't feel like that. I wasn't disappointed in him. I feel like Yachty was there. Like, no. I'm here to highlight all the worst moments of your career, nigga. We get the next time they get on camera, it'll be a good convo.
Yeah.
Like where they'll really be able to just go into the music industry.
You have to be fair.
You got to be fair.
There's
Joe
a debt,
got his.
There's a debt that has to be paid.
and it has been paid on
There's
this
a debt
episode.
that has to be paid first.
Yeah, so this is just the part that I clipped out. A safe space is part of Full Send Network, so we can't put it on the screen, unfortunately.
I was about to say. Lil Yachty
But you
got
know
the
what though?
best-
The Instagram. Last time we put the Instagram reel up, that shit worked. There's no point in risking it though, unfortunately.
Yeah, nah. Plus, we don't have a real.
Yeah, but yeah, let's just hit this.
They
button.
can hear it though, right?
Oh yeah, they'll definitely be able to hear it.
Rage in the Machine, last project that you put out, which then caused me to look at this large plethora of projects. And I'm gonna say that you have some very interesting album covers. From Mood Music 1 and Mood Music 3 have the exact same cover. You just changed the color.
Well, depending on what covers you're looking
It's a
at.
solid series, though, by the way.
We're looking at
Because whatever covers are uploaded, I don't think are the original covers that were on the street.
Okay, well,
Because we couldn't sell those at the time or market those.
you have a green hat on Mood Music 1, then Mood Music 3, the hat turned gray.
Yeah, I think
See, that
all
sounds
of
kinda-
those.
Yeah,
I think all
kinda
of those
insane.
it's
covers
one.
are
Then
bullshit.
that's 3. Oh, Mood Music 3 was
Hit
the
pause real
album.
quick. So the sick part that's also happening is they're in a booth and it's an L-shaped booth. Joe's on one side of the L. Mitch and Yachty are sharing the laptop and not showing Joe at all.
Right.
That also needs to be stressed.
That's hilarious.
So Mitch is leaned over with full interest. Yachty got his leg crossed. They're really dissecting this nigga's picture. And then there was like at least 1 or 2 times Joe's like, I wish I could see it.
Yo, you can look on his face.
They didn't even flinch, bro.
There's not even a mirror that he can try to like get the reflection off of in the background.
They're over there just kicking and having a good time shitting on his album covers. This shit is amazing.
They're like, nigga,
And you could
made
tell
it,
by
you know
Joe's
what it
face
look
he was
like.
getting like a little like, yo, what the fuck? Like,
He
you know
realized-
because he was confused as to what they were looking at. He
Yeah,
genuinely
yeah,
didn't know
yeah.
what they were looking at.
And you got to understand, fashion can be a sore spot for Joe Budden.
Exactly.
Because he's infamously had bad fits. I mean, they brought up the whole Joe Budden fits Instagram page.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, I don't know. I don't think it's when it gets that bad to where you have an Instagram page on how bad you dress. I don't think he took it seriously at all. Like he didn't take offense to it whatsoever. But it is just funny still. Like
it's lore that's out there that you're never going to escape.
Yeah, it's just specific lore. But yeah, hit play because they keep going.
New Music 4 was a turn for the worse. See what you did there with the 4. Let's see.
I wish I could see.
Moon Music 3.5. Moon Music.
Moon Music 3.5?
Yeah, yeah. He had 4.5 too.
Before Deluxe's Innovator. Innovator. Talk about
Did he pop off the Deluxe?
He invented the Deluxe.
He did No Love Lost in 2013, but then 2015, all the love was lost. This is, I tell you, man.
My entire career has been like trilogies and shit.
No, we see.
Nigga Sam Raimi.
A loose quarter. Yo, Joe's on the quarter. Look at that.
Oh my God.
These got some covers here. I swear, you got
over the days.
Yeah, look at that one.
Look, Joe's on the quarter.
These are no Slaughterhouse covers. This is just all.
Yeah.
You're on the quarter.
Oh man, these are great. These are so fantastic.
Listen, man, we did what we could.
Yeah.
We did what we could.
We here for it. All right. Before we get into more serious things, we gotta keep going through some questions that the people need answering. Some of these outfits, right? The Houston Rockets football ski.
Yeah, he
foot ski ball.
Yeah, I mean he's effortlessly rolling through the worst moments.
Yeah, and he's having fun while doing it.
He's having such a good time. I was so happy that Yachty was able to get that off.
Yeah.
And is this the first? Is Joe Budden the first old head he had on the pod?
Nah, he had Coach and P.
I'm surprised he hasn't had
from his label on. Yeah,
I'm surprised he hasn't had like Charlie Wilson or somebody random on there.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
Charlie Wilson, that does
Vandross.
seem like something that would be a fire ass.
Very possible.
That would be fire. Yeah, that would be possible too.
I see Rick Ross on there.
All they got to do is call Tyler the Creator. You hook that shit up.
Yo, Charlie Wilson on a safe space would be fire.
Yeah.
And Tyler you gotta have Tyler pop up.
They got to put auto-tune on his mic though. He can't speak regular.
I know.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
You're dying.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Trying to see if I have any other moments from this shit.
This nigga started harmonizing.
But yeah, this is how you establish karmic balance.
And
right.
The universe is now whole again.
And
because
Yachty
got his get back.
And Yachty be having like the best couches and like color schemes and shit.
And he knows how to sit on that couch too, because like if you a nigga that's never been nowhere, you get onto a nice eclectic couch, you don't really know how to fit in.
Yeah.
You don't know if you should sit regular or if you should sit bougie.
And what deals? Who's sponsoring this show again?
Full Send. Well, not sponsored, but they are producing it, right?
Producing?
Yeah.
Huh.
Full Send?
They got hella deals.
Full Send podcast.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, no, it's Full Send. It's Nelk Boys. Sorry.
Nelk Boys.
Nelk Boys. That's the umbrella. And then Full Send podcast, a safe space. What's the Dirt? Shout out to What's the Dirt. Matt from What's the Dirt. He's actually the first Canadian signed to Happy Dad.
Fire.
Yes, sir. Congratulations, my brother.
Happy Dad sounds like a Canadian brand, but shout out to you for breaking country borders.
Yeah,
exactly.
Fact. Shout
you
out
worse
to
than them immigrants, nigga.
Shout out to the bro. And it was funny too because he put all the merch and shit they sent him.
Yeah.
This nigga took a picture in his studio.
He looked like a happy dad.
Happy dad and out, bro. Everything, the T-shirt. I was like, yeah, this nigga sold out. He was like, I sold out, y'all.
Hell yeah. Nigga, stop using condoms. He become a father for real.
You see my soul going.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that shit. I was so happy for that motherfucker. When I saw that picture, I was like, that's what you do. That's like when you're a kid on Christmas. You just put everything on that you just got.
Exactly.
Putting all this shit on.
You put your pajamas and your new socks while you ride your surfboard with your basketball.
All that shit. That picture had me happy as hell.
What's the Dirt said? You know what I'm drinking?
Yeah, nigga.
Oh man, but besides this, everybody needs to watch this. That's a whole fact. This shit was amazing. It was amazing. Everybody needs to watch this.
What about that moment? The most viral moment when he was like, "Yo, I'll pin a better bar than you, nigga."
Yeah, let's talk about that. That was crazy.
Do we have the timestamp?
It's got to be in the or maybe just go to the Instagram
or shorts.
But probably in shorts. But yeah, long story short, Yachty said that he could pen a better verse
on an Alchemist beat, which was a very fair person to name.
I was about to say, was that the criteria?
Well, yeah, because Joe first asked who's picking the beat, and he was like, definitely not you.
Yeah.
And then
Exactly.
he was like, then they were clowning each other, and he was like, no, I'll pick an Alchemist beat, so it's even.
Joe gonna try to rap on a violin.
Yeah.
But to be fair,
with raindrops.
but I ain't gonna lie though, I was never like the Joe Budden music fan.
Nah.
Like I didn't. I had the same songs that I didn't go through the mood music. So like the same songs that the world heard, Pump It Up and shit. I fucked with.
Yeah, literally.
I became a Joe Budden fan during Podcast Joe.
Only songs I like was
Yeah.
Pump It Up, and this one Slaughterhouse song that my dad used to listen to. Because those are the only niggas listening to Slaughterhouse.
Yo, dads, for sure.
Yeah.
Dads,
For
for
real.
sure.
Yeah.
For
I don't
sure.
know any song besides Pump It Up. I just like him for his freestyles. That's when I started like, oh shit, Joe Budden.
His freestyles do go crazy.
His freestyles.
Yeah,
like, yo,
I did like his
crazy.
freestyles. But yeah, it was just the music. Like I just never bought an album or nothing like
I
that.
think this is that clip too.
Okay.
I like
think
it.
right
My fault.
No, you
now,
good.
if me and you went in there, Joe, you could pen a better verse than me.
Well, who's picking the beat?
Obviously not you.
All right.
Not gonna let you pick the
It's gonna
beat.
sound like a hoop
If you
mixtape.
pick that beat, it's gonna sound like
Highlight-
Street Volume
yeah,
2.
yeah.
Yeah,
That
but when
shit,
you
like-
pick the beat, it's gonna sound like when the Nintendo game is up
Yeah.
to, and now you got to find some whole new pocket
Yeah,
that the
yeah, yeah.
2035 crowd is gonna be into.
I'm gonna dust
And
off
then I
one of
gotta
my
sing-
good.
No, we match.
Then
we
I gotta
price
sing
match
some
over here.
shit.
I can work on anything. I'm gonna push off one of my
If you give me one of them Metroid beats, then you will have the
No,
best verse.
I'm gonna dust off one of my
If
Alchemist
I
beats.
could get to Alchemist,
I'm gonna dust off one
He's
of my
done. If
Alchemist beats.
if
I'm not even dignifying this. Now the baton's getting rough. I would do it for fun because I'm retired. If I were not retired, just the thought of this would be an insult to me.
Yeah.
Yes, on an Alchemist beat,
Insult?
yeah. I wouldn't even allow it.
Do you?
He was still off on Yachty. He was still
Low-key,
rapping. That's what he said.
Low-key,
I'll
bro.
punch you in your
Bruh,
motherfucking mouth.
Joe
nigga.
the rapper be jumping out. That
Yeah.
nigga gets serious.
He
bro.
would literally say, nigga, turn on the beat right now. We're here.
right. Yeah. Real calm too.
Yeah, yeah.
If you can do it right now.
Yeah,
Nigga.
yeah.
It's like,
But with the love and hip hop hand, though.
yeah, do it right now. Or it's not fucking real.
His pen just started getting hot.
But you know what the thing with me when I would listen to Joe Budden music, I felt like I had a hard time hearing the words he was saying.
The Eminem effect.
Nah, Eminem was just doing too much to me.
So, it was just as a
It might have been
audibly. I don't know. For some reason, like I listened to all the disses, the Drake disses. Remember when that was happening?
Yeah.
I listened to all of them, and it was just like, it's like I don't know. It just never connected with me.
You were confused?
But I go based off what everybody says. Every respected rap artist be like, nah, that nigga's serious. So I go off that because I've never listened to the discography.
And that is what a lot of people say regarding Joe's
it's
pen.
pretty consistent.
Like,
This
regardless
nigga-
of like his antics, the nigga could just
regardless
rap.
of whether you like it or not,
Nigga could
this
rap.
nigga was clearly the best.
He's a
One of the
rapper's
best,
rapper.
Yeah, for sure.
He's a rapper's rapper. That
Yeah.
means that comes with a certain level of quality.
But I did like Yachty on that J. Cole joint.
Oh yeah, that was hard.
That was hard.
He was going off.
You know what I'm talking about? The one where they were
There's
in
like
that black
sitting on
room
that,
on
yeah.
the stages across from each other.
No, I didn't
remember
remember
that.
seeing that.
I forgot the name of
Cole
it.
and Yachty coming for your respect. But that.
That sounds ridiculous.
Okay.
Nah, that was
You know,
hard.
I
That
see
one
all
was
the
hard.
influence. Yachty was going crazy on that.
Yeah.
Yachty do be snapping sometimes, but like
Oh, I do remember that
You know
now.
what I'm talking
I
about?
do
Yeah.
remember this
Secret
now.
recipe.
the
Yup.
secret
Yeah,
recipe.
yeah.
Yachty went crazy on that shit.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's probably not going to happen. But if it does happen, Yachty has to give me that Yachty. Or whether I like Joe's verse or not, I'm going to say he washed it.
Who has to win?
They both got to steal each other's flow. Joe Budden got to go on the beat.
Or start like whispering or some shit like. I don't know. Yachty be doing all type of shit. I can't keep up with it. Some of it I
Yachty-
like, some of it I don't.
Yachty's one of the most experimental niggas ever, but it works. Like
It does, yeah.
you got niggas like ASAP Rocky that they get experimental, but it don't always
It
land.
don't always hit.
That's a good point.
It don't
Yeah.
always
It
hit.
don't always land.
And Yachty is just like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not. I really have to listen to it because I just don't know if it's gonna be the one that I like.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. I've listened to the most Lil Yachty music this year, really in the last 2 months, than I have ever.
Exactly.
Yo, his Dreamville set was crazy.
He was walking on water the whole time.
His Dreamville set was crazy, and also Ray Shrimmer's Dreamville set was. They probably had the best set. I ain't gonna lie, niggas be forgetting how many hits Ray Shrimmer got.
A lot.
Yeah.
These niggas got hit. They just wouldn't stop.
2-3 summers.
I'm like, bro, I've never listened to a Ray Shrimmer album incomplete. There wasn't a song that played that I didn't know.
Yeah.
I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And I don't have not a single album on my phone. All I have is the singles.
You don't even got a pair of skinny jeans to really relate
Yeah,
to them.
bro.
niggas.
That shit is crazy, dog. But yeah, overall, y'all should watch it. It was a great episode.
Yeah, it was
Tax Stone probably would love it. He said, "Yeah, get that nigga Yachty."
Oh yeah, he would. Yeah, Tax Stone would love it.
Tax Stone probably rejoice when.
All
he saw
right,
that
yeah,
shit.
let's go over to this. Big Boy off air had Nipsey Hussle's brother Black Sam on, and bro, it was so good. It was the episode. All right, obviously, I love Nipsey Hussle, the Marathon on Money. Let's just throw that out there.
You gotta give your prerequisites.
You know what
Everybody
I'm saying? It's
loves
a little bit of that, but
You're black. You're supposed to
bro,
love
Big Boy killed it. Big Boy killed that, bro. He killed that.
He handled it very well.
It was also, it felt like
It was
a real OG talk. I don't know their relationship, but I'm pretty sure they've been around.
Well, he's the trusted person on the West that you go to.
Exactly.
It's the person that we all grew up with in our car.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. So
and he approached that interview like he knew exactly what his mission was and how to handle this situation.
He killed it.
It's just like it's on some like I don't even say consummate professional a lot because I don't know a lot of professionals, and you know, consummate is a hard word to pronounce.
Yeah.
But Big Boy got that shit this time.
Man, he killed that shit, man. And it was like
consummate.
The production on it too. The fact that like we got like a little like it was like a documentary. I like that it didn't start at the interview. It started in the warehouse. But before we even get to the warehouse, we get this flash picture thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just hearing the Black Sam story because unless you were one of the people that you know, that's why Vlad stresses that a lot as well too, in terms of having your full story in one place.
Yeah.
It's so important. Because of course I heard all the Nipsey bars about Black Sam and the burning DVDs and the CDs and things of that nature. Like if you're a Nipsey fan, yeah, you hear it. You can piece it together with the music, the interviews. But it was like this is the first time I heard, maybe one of the first times I heard a real elongated, and he really like walked us through them growing up. And it was really focused on him a lot of the time, even though Nipsey was huge part of his life. Obviously, it's his brother, but like, you know, they did everything together.
Yeah.
But it was really done well to where I learned a lot about Black Sam.
Because he's his own individual, and I'm pretty sure
right.
Big Boy would never like cast an interview solely about like because you knew somebody that died.
Some goofy clout shit.
Yeah,
he would never do that.
Yeah, it's a more righteous approach. And
I'm not gonna lie, as I was reading this, as I was watching this, I was just being like, I was so like happy watching it. I was like, Elliott, this is what you're supposed to be doing, low key. Like you should be doing these.
Yeah,
this is what we should be. This is how I should be seeing you.
And I think he's thinking about it because we're gonna talk about it later. But even on Vlad, he was talking about you know the young niggas, they like documentaries now. The investigative journalism.
Look, and I got a documentary.
Exactly.
The first 3 minutes of this,
an interview format.
That was crazy.
All a documentary is a collection of interviews with B-roll.
Okay, that's all. That's literally all it is,
Nigga,
bro.
we've done that.
Yeah, that's all it is with pictures and and the B-roll. Yeah, so I thought about that like 10 minutes in. I said, "Damn, Big Boy, whoever put this together." I mean, they had all the credits at the end, but
his production team and whatnot.
the production team, the editing, the sound, the lighting, it was so fucking crisp and good.
He said, "This chef's kiss. This
shouts out to Big Boy.
Dente.
Dead ass though. I don't even have a specific part to highlight because everybody should just watch the whole thing, especially if you're a Nipsey fan.
Yeah.
But
you want to at least like flash his intro so they can get an idea.
Oh
of how,
yeah. Let's definitely put the intro on the
this is.
screen. Yeah, because the intro goes stupid.
Sleep in the living room with my mom's in the same bed at my grandma's house. Like we didn't have a room. We was young, 6th grade, flipping quarters. Shooting free throws for dollars, buy all the 25-cent bags of hot Cheetos, fill the backpack up, go to school, sell them for 50 cents. Once we got to a certain age, it was like we were twins. A lot of the things that I got into or opportunities that I seen was from my bro, from little bro. Like, you know, he stole computer parts and then he bring it in the bedroom. We share the bedroom. I'm like, man, get this junk out of here. I'm building a computer. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. You building a computer. He came back, I think, one day from high school with like $300. He was certified gifted as a little kid. Anybody that was around him, his charisma, he always stood out. People always were like, nah, this guy's special. When he got out of high school, we was able to just really get to it and adapt. And my brother had put me on a CD game, and it just, you know, took off. Like, all right, I'm trying to peel $1 million out of this. But eventually somebody probably called in or did something where they start investigating. I'm like, all right, took everything out the house, buried the bread, buried probably like $250
In cash.
Yep. The foundation of what we doing, it doesn't last when you're doing anything illegal or you're on the street. So Hustle was like, nah, this is what we gonna do. This clothing gonna be big. It's gonna be one of the biggest things we do watch. When I first heard him write something, I couldn't believe it. I was like, you wrote this? He like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, this is special. Anytime Nip would pull up, it's like Michael Jackson pulled up in the hood.
Gotcha.
So many people from the neighborhood was inspired. Somebody came, said one disrespectful thing, Hustle, take his chains off, and squabble. Mandatory respect. And at the same time, leading by example, I always felt that God was protecting, and basically we felt like nothing could happen.
Big
and that's
boy.
not a trailer.
How
That's
long
the
was that?
beginning.
Yeah, like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That's not a trailer. That's the beginning of the interview.
Nigga, this shit was good, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really like that, dog.
Yeah.
It feels like I'm going on a journey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He killed it, bro.
Yeah, this is better than what Lifetime could have produced.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, I literally, legit, I don't have a single timestamp from that.
Imagine if 50 Cent would have been able to get his hands
Yeah,
on
I
this.
mean, just watch it, honestly. It'll be in the description, of course.
I was about to say, my head.
Well produced. I said everything I wanted to say. Yeah, let's move over to Vlad. DJ Vlad had on Elliott Wilson. Elliott he's making his rounds, y'all. I will say he's making his rounds pretty effectively, actually, but
He on everybody's platform
Again.
except his.
yeah, well, no, that's not fair because I did not have time to do it,
Mm.
but we can check it today.
Okay.
But I didn't have time to do it because I was thinking today was the first. So think about like all the times Elliott has been in like the news and the headlines. Today was the first day I was like, oh, maybe I should watch that podcast he has with DJ Head. Today was the first day. I was like, what? Why? I don't know, but it's like, I guess I don't know what that means, you know, but I feel like, does that mean the way that you move can like slow me to get around to the product? Like, I feel like
That's
I need
what it sounds like.
Yeah, almost, you know, like I feel like I should have been seen it, but just watching
the
him,
marketing behind
just watching him crash out was just like all I cared about for a second, you know, but then I still haven't gotten around to it, but
He needs to study Ray J.
It's almost like his constant presence is beating you into submission.
yeah, to where I'm not going to that DJ Head thing, and I heard it's good.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's
Yeah.
like a. I don't know if it's like a. I'm not about to watch no super hip hop show. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna throw that out there now. Like,
Because what type of things would you be learning?
yeah, I don't know. I just
About Grandmaster
I watched
Flash.
I watched a lot of super hip hop 2-3 hours at a time. I've just done it I can only do it in clips now. I can't do 2 hours at a time, hour and a half. So
Of hip hop history.
yeah, no matter how, and not even history, they talk about current stuff, but it just doesn't even matter how good it is. I know I'll probably be a clip consumer of that show if I do like it. But I don't even know what it is. But he's on Vlad TV, long story short.
Was Everyday Struggle the last great show that really got you to watch? On some hip hop content?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, because what other hip hop content? Because Joe and Breakfast Club were already there.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. But that last hallmark.
Yep.
I was say.
Shout out to Elliott for putting on his best
Blazer.
suit. Yeah, but I was about to say, yeah, blouse.
Blazer.
But yeah, that's a nice
Grown up.
blazer.
You're grown.
You don't have a blazer.
You know what a
nigga.
blazer is.
Yo, you know what I just thought of? I thought of Dodgeball. He was like, Blade, Blazer,
Yeah.
Ray. You know what I'm saying? When he's going down the
Yeah.
line, naming the niggas on the team. That shit was funny.
R.I.P. him.
Did I have? Oh yeah. So Elliott, they're going through this complex list. Yeah, I swear to God, this complex list. He's really keeping it alive. It's crazy.
He's offended though.
They take shots in Nadeska saying that they don't think that she should be on the list at all. I don't know if I really agreed with that.
Because you like Nadeska or
because Elliott said it.
Oh, I do like Nadeska.
No, go.
Now, what they said was not invalid. It's not like they're doing 100K every time they pop up. You know,
Yeah.
Nah,
the
of course
views are,
not.
you know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
Just in terms of ability, but I think that's
It might be
coming
one of
from-
those nostalgia things too. You
And
know
he-
when
That's all it is.
Yeah, where it's like I can't talk bad about Watt Epstein. It is what it is. I fuck with it too much.
Sometimes your last impression of a person is just what you paint the rest of their life to be.
Right. I every time Nadeska's popped up, even though I'm a follower on like Instagram or shit, but not like subscribed to all the thing. It's always an enjoyable experience. She's popping up with Vince Staples doing an interview. It's an interesting interview. It's always good.
Just
to me.
Nadeska.
You said,
Yeah.
I like Vince and the Deska. This was good.
Right, you know
You
what I'm
didn't
saying?
even watch it yet.
But it
always
is
good
crazy
to
how
me.
he pinpointed out Nadeska. He really thought about it.
That was kind of crazy.
Everybody, yeah, and that's gonna get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. I was like, damn, what are all these other people more qualified to get the fuck up out of here?
Remove yourself.
Right, that shit was crazy. Oh, that shit was crazy. But Nadeska did respond though.
I forgot who was even on that. Was that the list with Jazzy? What list was that?
No, that was the year before.
That was last year's list.
That was the year before.
Okay.
That was last year's abomination.
Vlad did tell Elliott that he was ranked too high.
Yeah, I was about to say, we put the time in for that.
Maybe we should just, I'll give
Vlad was very honest and candid.
He was, but
it's two journalists talking.
But based on what I've seen, anytime Vlad is also in front of somebody in hip hop that's on the media side or journalism side, bro, Vlad be giving it up, bro. And that's why his Vlad interviews, his academics podcasts are always good.
That's when he gets the most opinionated.
And his Adam 22 joints. And with Boosie, he's getting his opinions off. And Tony Yayo. There's certain people,
Sebastian Telfair too. Some people bring it out of him.
Yeah, for sure. Where he's like, oh yeah, we're going to have a podcast. I'm going to interview you, but I'm getting my shit off.
Even a little bit with the Mav podcast.
Oh, for sure. He fucks with Mav heavy. So yeah, he be getting it off in that Mav joint too. Oh yeah, I'll give y'all a summary of what Nadeska said. She answered on, Twitter respectfully, like a lady. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
she said,
like a moderator.
Yeah, she said something about, hey, look, man, I've just been minding my business. You know what I'm saying? She has been, And then Vlad, it's like he was clapping back. He was like, well, he did the you're a public figure. You can be spoke on and critiqued. It's like, yeah, we get that, Vlad, but you don't gotta have that energy.
You don't gotta say that.
You didn't even have to reply.
You didn't, bro.
Just keep doing it.
It, bro.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, like
you know what I mean?
That nigga be on Twitter going crazy.
Unless he's trying to prove a point of why he was right, or they.
Possibly, maybe he was trying to see if he could.
Or he was just trying to milk it for more attention.
Bro, Nadeska crashing out on tweets. I can't even wrap my mind around that. Wouldn't that be crazy?
That sounds like it should happen though. In a weird way.
It seems like she would rather crash out on like a Google Doc, like a spreadsheet.
On a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Yo, are there any Nadeska crash outs? Yo,
I don't think so.
Send that shit over. I doubt there are.
But I could only imagine it in written format. It can't be in a video where she's holding the phone like, yo, fuck this guy. He's an asshole.
She's too level-headed.
Is this the where Vlad keeps it real with Elliott and says, you're ranked too high?
Ravioli.
Yeah.
I don't think you can put Vlad on the screen because his shit copyrighted for real.
Yeah, he locks it down.
Yeah. He has the most rights on anybody's videos on YouTube.
There's one person
rights.
who got their shit protected. It is Vlad TV.
Put Elliott at 6. No, 16.
Well, look, I'm going to keep it funky.
Let's keep it funky.
I remember when I was on Academic Show about, 2 months ago, he asked me about you and about where your place is and so forth. I don't know if did you see it?
I probably did, yeah.
Okay.
I would see
this was before the list came out. And what I said was this.
There's nothing realer than that statement right there.
Yeah, I heard
Elliott sees all, man.
He sees it everything.
Elliott sees all.
He sees so much, he can't even remember it. He can't store it in his head.
The nigga said, hey, did you see that? I see everything.
All he got to do,
he didn't even question.
I love him keeping it 100 like that.
All he got to do is look at his timeline. He reposts everything.
Right. But
yes. Okay. I said Elliott's dope. He's always been dope. He has monumental interviews. Drake, Jay-Z, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But what I said was that in the current climate, he doesn't put out as much content as his contemporaries.
That's fair.
He's not putting out
like the Big Sean of the Bigger Free.
Yeah.
Haven't put out that content.
Yeah, because it's like, it was almost a similar criticism to like Caresha, Please. You know what I'm saying? Caresha had very dope interviews, but there'd be months in between those interviews.
Caresha, Please. What happened?
Well, the Diddy thing.
I know what happened, but I'm saying,
oh no, it's back.
It's crazy how there's no more Caresha, Please. It's crazy.
There is. I mean, she could bring it back, but probably not. Yeah,
she won like 2 podcast awards.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, Elliott's laugh is powerful. Like that. Did you hear how it just left the microphone and went into the other side of the room?
That's called a money laugh.
And that's what that is.
You have to have currency to laugh like that, nigga.
Nah, that's that hot.
Nigga, you hold it, nigga.
You gotta be nervous to laugh like that.
Shout out to Elliott. But
I mean, Vlad kept it funky with him, man.
Yeah.
Like you don't belong there.
Yeah.
You gonna be all right, nigga?
Yeah,
you gonna be all right. Keep your chin up, nigga.
Yeah, shit, maybe this interview will justify you being there.
Okay, so this made me kind of do some digging and just be like, I didn't have the time. I ran out. But dealing with a crisis with my dog. And once again, my dog needs his emergency surgery pretty much. I have a GoFundMe and link in the description. Anything will help if you could drop that in there.
You remember Tree said, "Hi, I'm White Lady."
Yeah. But like I was saying, it made me kind of go because I was like, I thought I had saw 𝙿𝙾𝙳𝙲 start popping up. I started thinking about Rap Radar, long story short. And I was like, I thought I saw 𝙿𝙾𝙳𝙲 pop up with a new interview. It looked like the Larry June interview. Come to find out that was an interview from a couple months ago that they did at Rap Radar. So I was like, oh, what the hell is like 𝙿𝙾𝙳𝙲 been doing? Because, you know, he's out in LA. 𝙿𝙾𝙳𝙲 is still in New York. And he's also doing this podcast with DJ Head. So I was like, oh, I wonder what 𝙿𝙾𝙳𝙲's been doing. So I went on his Instagram, not his Instagram, sorry, his Twitter. He's been doing like appearances at Way Up with Angela Yee. And I put a clip in here. I don't know why. Let's just watch this clip.
I got to unmute it real quick. All right, it's unmuted. Cool. Too loud.
You went to school with Lauryn Hill, right?
Yeah, I have nothing bad to say about Lauryn Hill.
Okay, I do. Was she ever late to class?
No.
Okay.
She actually was extremely, extremely smart.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. And I will say, we don't know what type of injury she had that necessitated the rescheduling of some of her shows. But yeah, I mean, I get it. When things like that happen, people will be like, I don't know if she's going to show up. I don't know if this is going to happen. And it will lead to people being like, oh, I don't know if I should do it. But the Fugees is iconic. I'm sure people would want to go see them. And in the UK and in Europe, everything seems to be going well.
Well, I've been silently protesting Lauryn Hill for 25 years.
Why?
It was one album. It was one album.
It was so you protested the album when it was one album?
It's a great album, but it was one album. Let's move on. Like, what else have you done for me lately?
She also was in the Fugees.
Cool story.
Then she did the MTV Live, the Unplugged.
It didn't have no beat.
All right, 𝙿𝙗𝙳. She's extremely talented.
Okay.
And the fact that people are still going to see her and she still is selling out shows. And that album is something that has never been recreated. Like something that I feel like a lot of people put up on a pedestal. A lot of other female rappers and rappers in general really look to Lauryn Hill as like the blueprint.
They do. I'm just saying.
But don't act like she didn't have Fugees albums too. She was in a group.
She was in a group.
She
But
was
I'm
in a
talking
group
about her
and
solo.
then went solo, and that's what happened.
She doesn't even perform the songs the way we heard them.
And unfortunately, a lot of times the business gets
the social media.
He's really fed up with this Lauryn Hill.
Nigga, that's why I said he woke up and chose violence.
Yeah,
I was like, this is crazy. I'm like, why don't I see more 𝙿𝙾𝙳𝙲? If he's giving it up like this, I need more of these reels.
No matter what you say, he has a point he needs to stand on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nigga said it was one album.
Yeah,
He's sick of this shit. But I was like, well, I was happy with this. I was like, damn, because he really woke up and chose violence.
He channeled his inner Fresh and Fit to when it's like, you know, when you think the right answer is the one that's going to make everybody else in the room upset.
Yeah.
Like the hard truths, like I got to say what hasn't been said.
Nah, this is the ultimate form of consumerism. Like, nigga, what have you done for me now? This is music we're talking about.
Yeah,
nigga.
bro.
This
He
is
was
art.
serious about. So I was like, but even this was like late. So I don't know, not late in terms of. I think this was posted. Oh, my bad. Just go to the tweet. See when this was posted. I'm not on. I mean, we're not in New York, so y'all let us
August
know.
9th. So
August 9th.
5 days ago.
Okay, so yeah, I don't know if he was there all week or whatever.
How many more of these moments do you think he needs to get on a complex list or something?
Well, I don't know. I guess are they just like flying solo? Like, is Rap Radar just going to come back together when they want to come together and interview somebody?
I feel like that's exactly how it works.
Yeah. Like you run your solo mission by yourself the whole time.
You're gonna come back and tag team this nigga.
They needed to make this a reel. There's no way iHeart made this. Like, somebody needs to make this a reel and make it punchier when he's just like cook.
Yeah.
This
Like,
shit would have been going viral.
Jump in on it, push
Yeah,
it,
like there's no reason this only has 60,000. The way he was talking that crazy.
52, really?
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, that's crazy. He was talking crazy. Yeah, y'all got to cut that up and get that out there. Yeah.
Once a nigga shrug his shoulders while he talking, it's just like, it's like he's making the point that he just.
Nah, I knew he was on bullshit when he
Unequivocally.
said, was she ever late to class? I said, oh, you don't give a fuck. You're going down this path.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Were you late to class? That's
Started off
crazy.
trying to walk us down
How many
there.
homework assignments did she turn in?
Yeah, so
did she only do that one quiz?
Nigga asked if she was studious.
Yeah.
So I thought this was good. And it just, I don't know. I am gonna watch. I need to watch the Elliott DJ Head joint. I need to watch it.
I need to watch
You gonna
more.
finally submit?
Yeah, I need to watch it because
DJ Head is a legend.
He is, and I can't. And just making Elliott segments.
I've seen a bit of it.
They're not the greatest. They don't perform the best. But if I'm gonna continue to make Elliott segments on this show,
For who's that? Yours or his?
something has to work.
Yeah,
I've seen rhythm.
I've seen a
We
piece
gotta
of the
work
show.
for each other. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the post, but I need you to get popping in this YouTube algorithm, or I just can't keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Just
God
put a
damn.
box of Kellogg's cookies next to
Yeah,
his
man.
face.
Come on.
I've seen a piece of the show. Shout out to the dude Jeremy Heck that's on there. He's the dude who's
Jeremy Heck, that's right.
Yeah, I kind of rock with him. They're pretty entertaining. DJ Head's entertaining.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna check
pretty
it out.
Pretty straight.
Yeah, now shout out to 𝙼𝙾𝚃 though. I want to watch more of his solo content.
And I don't know if for anybody that's a listener in New York, when y'all listen to Way Up, are y'all listening to Way Up? Is he on there pretty regularly? I feel like Mano damn near works there pretty much. So
Yeah, you said Wayno.
no,
Mano.
Oh, Mano.
Mano. 'Cause he's up there a lot. So
Yeah, him and Angelique got good rapport.
yeah,
word?
it works. Yeah,
Great
it works
rapport.
for sure. Where did I want to go? He brought up Caresha
No
Please
thanks.
in the Vlad interview.
Yeah, did y'all watch the apology?
The apology?
Yeah,
For
the
Caresha
apology.
Please?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So Caresha Please is back, y'all. It's the podcast that wins awards but doesn't have to drop.
Yep.
And to be fair, we haven't seen them in months and months and months. But that shit is at 2.5 million already. It's kind of crazy. There's no note in there. You got to go to YouTube. But yeah, that was crazy. So Saucy Santana interviewed Caresha on her show, Caresha Please, and they kind of walked through and talked about just everything about this.
But is it still backed by Voldemort's production?
Yes, but they've also fully stepped away. Remember, they renounced. Remember, Diddy sold all his shares to.
Yeah, he don't technically own.
Yeah, and Revolt made like that statement that was like.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so
we're through with this.
Right, exactly. So they've completely separated. This interview right here is her fully separating herself in the eyes of the public and the law. That has nothing to do with me. I didn't know, all that shit. But
also, I felt like this was I fucking coined this. I used it back in the pre-show. But like I feel like she's trying to like create a resume. I didn't feel like it was genuine enough. And when she started crying, I was like, I don't know if those fake cries.
Oh no, I didn't believe none of it. But I loved the performance. I thought it was great.
Thought it was great.
Thought it was great. This is bro.
What type of great? Like to be great or like Tronic's great?
Nah, this is great. This is great. This is as good as it gets.
I don't know.
In terms of acting?
Yeah, bro, this is good.
We got to play from the top.
Okay, but
Did you
listen,
see it all?
But listen, let's just set
It's
the
crazy.
scene. Let's just set the scene. Caresha Please has when was the last time these niggas dropped? Let's just put some parameters on this real quick before we hit play.
Probably
on
since
the
they
Revolt
won that
channel.
award.
I wonder if they have another podcast.
Shit. Yeah. Oh yeah, that'd be a good idea.
The one before that was this, and this was 10 months ago.
Okay, so they almost haven't dropped for a year, right?
Yeah, that's
so
twice a year then.
So let's keep that in mind as well, too, right?
Yeah.
When they do come back, she's on the other side of the couch. She's not doing the interview. She's getting interviewed by who else but Saucy Santana. Saucy Santana.
That was going to explode. That was
Come
always,
on, bro. Like,
that's like
this is crazy, my nigga.
These are the perfect
shit
embers.
is funny as fuck. He's over there, never interviewed a nigga a day in his life, talking about this is a safe space.
Yeah.
I said he sucks at interviewing, but that's making it even better. She's crying. I said it don't get no better.
He
than
sucks at interviewing because she wrote the questions.
that. Right? That's what I'm. Bro, this whole thing is fake. They got a nigga who had never interviewed before.
Yeah.
With her who needs to lay out this timeline for all of us to see. This is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
But it's hilarious.
So she called on the friend for help.
This is a big moment for everybody.
Did it feel like she was trying to exonerate herself?
Absolutely.
I didn't know, like, this was probably, I don't know how good of a PR move this was. I don't know if this
good.
worked.
I think it works.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's she's not making it.
5 days, 2.6?
And do
2.6,
you
yeah.
do you
That's
think
crazy.
this is the time to put the cleavage away?
No.
No. We need everything.
No.
And
No.
whatever works to this.
Okay.
You can
Caresha,
pull all the
please.
stops out of this one.
All right, use the bumpers.
But she cried within like the first 2 minutes. It was up from the beginning.
Teardrops
Tears
bounced
running
off
down
the
the
titties. Did you say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
What?
said running down.
Oh, I said bounced off.
Bounce wins.
Because they're fake boobs, right?
Yeah. He likes the way you look at titties.
My perspective is better.
Let's just take the risk on them because I don't know. We haven't done something from.
We never bounce off. It's not even real.
But it just sounds funnier.
Because they're fake boobs. They bounce. I mean, things bounce.
Hey, y'all, what's up? So we back with season 2 of Caresha Please, but this episode is a special edition. And I told myself that I wasn't going to be strategic or try to find the right words to say, that I wanted to tell my truth, my story on my platform where I feel safe. And I'm ready to get into all the smoke. Clock that T. Bitch, catch you.
Oh my God, this shit is hilarious.
So I have the one and only, my best friend, Saucy Santana.
I'm here. We get into all things Caresha. I want to call this episode Caresha.
Saucy sounds more like Caresha than Caresha.
He does. And thank God this was only 33 minutes because I couldn't do a minute more.
Nigga, she couldn't do more than 30 minutes.
It was a hard watch too.
I don't like.
It was. I think the
This
whole
was work, nigga.
I think the optics are funny.
Look,
but it was not an easy watch.
If I was the director, I would have been like, nigga, stop. I need more scowls. Like they smiling too much. This is supposed to be about like, you know, rebranding and apologizing for being around this fucking, you know what I mean? This nigga.
Both of their fingernails are so long, it sounds like they're mic'd up. Like I can hear everything they pick up.
This whole thing is insane. She just skipped it when she starts. I'm sure there's a freeze frame of her doing this.
Of course. Is it about right?
She looked like she about to cry right
Yeah,
there.
no, she looks like she's trying to
I think
summon.
that is it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's try it.
Let's see. Maybe not, but let's see.
It's pretty early.
In a role with life, your kids, family, and just with your career. Like, where are you at mentally?
I'm just all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm going through a lot, and some days I just be like, everybody go through this in their career and in life. I feel like in life, everybody go through something, whether it's a breakup, a divorce, a death, just like whatever it is. And I feel like,
let it out. This is a safe space. This is your space to be vulnerable and just really, you know, let out how you feel.
so mentally, like, 1 minute I'm happy, 1 minute I'm sad, 1 minute I'm feeling like, fuck this shit. And then the next minute, I'm looking at my kids and I'm like,
okay, hit pause. Y'all didn't even peep the slow zoom in.
Was it a cut?
I don't think so.
Or am I tripping?
It looked like the tears came down pretty fast.
It looked like the tears were already. I think there was a cut.
Oh,
my
yeah.
nigga.
Yeah, that was. I feel like that.
Quick
was
eyes. Look,
Yeah,
let's
because
just go
it
back.
went from watering to fully.
Yeah,
Well, they
were already on her cheeks.
They're
by
already
then.
there, right there. Well, hold on, let's see.
Yeah, you asshole.
From
She
here.
was already crying.
Let's see.
This is that slow panning right here.
Let's see though.
No, her eyes are just watering.
Let it out.
right
This
now.
is a safe space. This is your space to be
That's how tears
vulnerable
work.
and
No,
just really, you know, let out how you feel.
so mentally, like,
She
They're
didn't
already
even
running.
put the hand
1 minute
down
I'm
quick
sad.
enough.
They're already running down the face though.
Nigga, there was a cut, dog.
I don't know. Also,
It might have
the
been
thing,
from one
the
behind.
thing she was fanning her eyes with, it wasn't in her hand.
It literally dropped out of thin air.
Oh,
yeah,
true.
Y'all niggas, bro, I'm telling you this shit.
Hold on, let's see.
Nah, we're seeing.
Nah, she
I'm
was
telling you,
fanning-
she was
fanning with her-
the same
she was
thing.
fanning with
she
her
had
hand.
cars, though.
But she had cars earlier, and then she started fanning with her hands.
Okay.
It dropped out of nowhere.
You know, it
No,
only
look.
takes a second to put something down, right?
Look,
in their career.
Why you
and
acting
life.
like it's
I feel
gonna take
in
2
life,
minutes
everybody
for
go
the-
through something, whether it's a breakup,
Yeah, her
a
hands
divorce, a death, just like whatever it is. And I feel like,
Let it out. This is a safe space. This is
Am I
your
right here?
space
Watch.
to be
Okay,
vulnerable
hold on.
and just really,
It's right
you know,
there.
let out how you
Still
feel.
fanning with it.
She's so funny.
so mentally, like,
And now it's gone.
Oh,
You see that
That's
shit?
what I'm saying, my nigga. Yo, this is what I'm saying.
That shit.
I was like,
oh
I saw it.
shit.
Yo.
Oh yeah.
nigga,
yeah.
I'm
don't
telling
know.
you, this.
No, that's a cut.
That's a cut.
That's a cut. That's a cut. That's a cut.
That was a
That's a
cut.
cut.
It's
That was a
definitely
cut.
And it wasn't
cut.
even the. It's like they could have done better.
I mean,
but they tried to do it with the whole over the shoulder thing.
Yeah.
I've seen that in movies, man. I'm what?
Yeah, that over the shoulder was the safe. That was their safe. Yeah,
That's how you.
That was their safe shot
Yeah, exactly.
to use if they need to cut anything. So, yeah,
Nah,
that's
dog.
nasty. That's nasty.
Holy shit.
That's what I was like.
Holy
So what do you
shit.
think they took out? Or like, what's your
What I
fucking
think happened,
hypothesis, nigga?
they was like, let me film you doing this while we get some fake
For eye
water,
drops.
so we
Bop,
can like,
bop.
and
Yeah.
then just cut to like doing something with your hands. That's all it is.
They forgot she had it in her hand because she went back to fanning, but she had nothing in her hand. They forgot that she had that in her hand.
It might have been forgot, or it's just
Her stunt
they
double
didn't
put it
care.
down.
They was like, fuck it, we'll fix it in post.
Or
Nah,
maybe
they
by the
forgot.
time they went back to the conversation, she already had it down.
Right,
They
right,
started
right,
recording.
Yeah, they started recording.
See
If they even stopped, maybe it was cut.
See if there's tissues on the table before and after the cut.
Yo, we can't keep breaking down this minute, nigga.
Okay, let's see. There's a candle, flowers.
A watermelon mimosa.
Okay, so candle, flower. That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. This is after. Oh no, this is still. This is after the cut.
Oh, she's not crying yet.
She's not. Yeah, that's now we're after the cut.
Oh no, her eyes are bloodshot red. Then man.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
same
the table's the
stuff.
same.
Table's the same.
They was the same. How would you feel if you found out that they cut because she was just crying so hysterically that she couldn't proceed?
That's gonna be the
So
cover up.
so she had to take a moment.
We
How
could
would you
look at her
feel?
makeup.
I would feel terrible and sorry.
That's a grown mature man right there. That's how you respond.
Just get ahead of it now. But I just had fun, doing investigative discovery with my friends. Not gonna lie, that was pretty fantastic to do on the show live.
That
was crazy. Because y'all niggas was on
Yeah, y'all saw it. Yeah, I didn't see that shit.
Y'all was on
I
that
was
shit.
perplexed. I was like, at least Lauren, like, hey, because y'all niggas do
Yeah,
film shit.
F-Mac was
But I
on
like,
that
what the
shit.
fuck?
Yeah, I didn't even see that shit.
Damn.
Locked in.
Woo. Shit.
Yeah, nah, this is
video was better than I thought it was.
And throughout the whole thing, it's just like, I'm like, man, I don't know. Like, you're supposed to be swaying me right now. You know what I mean? These
If the
tears
tears
don't make
don't-
me feel bad for you.
Because you a cold-blooded nigga.
No.
So if the tears don't do something for you.
Women tears make me feel sad too. I'm human.
Nah, that was
These tears weren't real
Yeah,
tears.
Yeah, you just tried that shit too,
Also,
nigga.
I need to see the makeup run down the face in a particular way that satisfies me.
Was she
It
in
wasn't
hell?
running down the face.
You
I ain't see it
freak.
just.
That's some freak shit.
Well, she wasn't sad enough. You ain't see enough mascara.
You get the point.
She had good makeup.
He's conflating
probably-
a woman
that could be
actually
true.
crying
That could be true.
to her mascara running down when she's sucking dick.
That nigga
Look,
got to
man.
check her
Well,
tampon.
no. Oh my god, I didn't mean to make it.
That's what you did.
Was that the innuendo that you got, nigga?
Nigga, you said her makeup has to be running down her face in a certain way.
Oh yeah, now that you did kind of go somewhere with like
He did kind of.
I don't even know where he just went.
I meant like just profusely crying. I wasn't talking about
Yeah.
her sucking.
He means real
cock.
sadness.
You fucking weirdo. The fuck is wrong with you, nigga? I would never put that in Caresha's mouth,
Oh my god! All right,
nigga.
maybe I'll clean this back end of this
wrong
segment up.
Exactly. You
Nah, don't
alluding
try to
to
make
things-
yourself look better, nigga.
No, I'm not. I'm just. I think it's better for everybody.
Nobody's talking about anything but Caresha possibly
fake cry,
allegedly.
You don't think?
And that's the thing, right? Just now thinking about it, fake crying. Okay, maybe if she comes out like, look, I really felt how I felt. I just couldn't cry.
I just had to pause for a
I
second.
just needed, like, y'all get it. Y'all know how it is when you see a woman cry.
That's probably what it was. That's probably what it was. We can leave it there.
I'm not gonna lie. I've never
I
seen a
don't know.
woman have a problem crying on
I'll be
command.
real, me neither.
think so?
I've never seen them have a problem crying on command.
Boy, they
It's
get it
kinda-
cracking, dog.
You remember that
When it wasn't
scene-
your fault, nigga?
You remember that scene in the Avengers where he was like, "Nigga, I'm always angry," and he just turned into the
Yeah.
This nigga said it's always despair.
It's always just an underlying
Yeah.
level of sadness that they can access.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Said the sky is beautiful. Niggas start crying and shit.
Then you start thinking about when the sky wasn't beautiful.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
when you were told that you weren't beautiful.
All right.
It's method acting.
All right.
man.
Well, yeah, let's just end it there.
Yeah, nah, we exposed it. Office hours?
I missed the button. Yeah, we'll go to office hours.
Yeah, no, we broke that down.
Yeah.
But nah, man. We at the best part of the video. We answering y'all questions. # office hours. Part of the show where you send us clips, audio recordings, or # office hours. Excuse me, in the comment section below. But yeah, man, we got a couple video recordings again. If
Yeah,
you
we-
don't want your face shown, Just let us know. It doesn't matter.
Or just send a video note. Send a voice note if you don't want
It's
your face
easier,
up. It makes
you
it
know what I'm
easier.
saying?
But also, most importantly, another important thing is GoFundMe in the description. I need to get my dog emergency vet. He has to get his leg amputated. So I have a GoFundMe in there. All the details are in there. If you look at do we have that? Can we run that in the background?
That song.
I thought what?
I mean, it's music though.
Nigga, you got a
Go to
nigga
YouTube.
doing it for you.
I'll take the risk.
It's not good enough.
Yeah, y'all suck.
you might take money away from his fun.
You think so?
Yeah, with him singing like
Eyes
that.
of an Angel instrumental.
Yeah, put the instrumental.
Dog, I'm right here.
You kind of suck though. Here we go. This is better.
All right, y'all gotta be quiet.
Make it good, nigga.
I need an eye drop.
Caresha did it.
Hey, classmates. My name is AJ the Menace. And this is Homeroom University, and I have something that I need your help with. Just a small donation for my companion. They say dog's a man's best friend, and my dog is my man's best friend.
Is your man's best friend?
I fucked up a little bit. Relax.
Said my
My dog needs urgent surgery. He has to get his leg amputated. And even though we have this music playing and we're having a good time, I'm so fucking serious. Please hit the link in the description. Anything would help. We have to go out of state to get this procedures done. I would love to get it done in the next week so we can save his life. It is urgent. It is serious. So if you're a day one classmate, if you're a new classmate, if you're a pet lover, if you're a dog owner, do this for me. Do this for De Niro. And help me, help us. We just need the help.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah, and the GoFundMe's in the description. And every little bit counts. Thank you.
You a brave soul.
Thank you.
You a brave individual. And that was pretty good because you got to understand,
Yeah.
you competing with like starving Africans.
Yeah. The flies.
PETA.
Yeah.
There's a lot
a
that
good
you got to
one.
go against. There's turtles that are choking on metal straws right now. Or
Yeah.
plastic, excuse me.
Hey, yo, speaking of that, fuck them turtles. Yo, you know what's crazy? I was just thinking recently.
Turtles.
Yeah, I was just thinking recently. This is just little things that be pissing me off. So I got a paper straw. Haven't had one of those in a while because I think they realized how much we hate them.
Yeah.
But long story short, you know what? It's so crazy how the world saw one turtle have a straw jammed up his nose, and we got paper straws within a fucking year.
Yeah.
But we done seen 400 niggas get shot by the police, and that ain't changing. Ain't that crazy?
And not one bulletproof tank top.
Yeah, what you want, rubber bullets, nigga?
I mean, damn. We had paper straws in less than a year, bro. Come on, like let's really think about it. One viral turtle with a straw up his nose. We got paper straws.
Yeah.
Ain't that crazy?
We need the invention of Blink Man. Y'all seen Blink Man?
I could probably recite some of the lines.
I was about to say,
I love
nigga,
that movie.
somebody
I was
invent
thinking
that.
about doing that for Halloween actually this year.
That would be the perfect.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that for Halloween this year.
Good costume.
Yeah.
But nah, that is factual.
All right, so yeah, that's it. Seriously, anything can help, classmates. That means more than anything this week.
Please.
But yes.
He's a good boy.
Okay. Office hours.
Play this audio one first?
Yes, we'll do the audio first.
All right, so
Yo, everyone, I'm back from vacation. This is Nassau121. Let's see if Chano was finally will get this right. The office hour question I have for you guys is basically, did you guys have a family member that in the beginning didn't like you as much, or didn't like you, and then later in life started to love you? For me, this was like my grandmother. In the beginning when I was a child, she did not like me, and now I'm a favorite. So yeah.
You should have seen. Oh my God, Nutso. Does he have another one?
No,
that's a different one.
Wait, different what?
Oh, that is that one.
Oh, that is the same,
I'm tripping.
the same thing. Oh, you thought it was too loaded. Oh, no, you're good.
Yo, Nutso, shout out to you, man. It's great to hear your voice. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a good brother right there.
It was funny too because when I hit play, I was like, "Damn, I didn't realize we haven't heard from him this whole time."
You thought that Netherlands thing was a bit.
Right? Yeah, I'm like, "Oh, this nigga got a full accent."
He's on a 12-hour delay, and I didn't. I didn't think that the Netherlands accent was that deep.
Right.
Kind of sounds like French a little bit.
We got more than one person from the Netherlands, so leave the doors know. But go ahead. You're about to answer the question.
Yes, nigga. I should show you videos of how my mother spoke to me before Joe Budden. You'd be surprised, nigga. You'd be like, oh shit.
You got videos of that?
Nah. But no, maybe, nigga. I could find.
Oh, there's video somewhere.
It's fine.
Yeah. Throughout your life, video somewhere for sure.
Yeah, it's got to be.
After Joe Budden's like, ooh, you going to go record? Like, yeah, I'm gonna go record.
Yeah.
I kind of had this happen to me, but in the opposite way. Like they didn't really care, and then they started fucking with me to the point where I was like, I don't want like a relationship with you, nigga.
Right? No, that happens too. I don't know, man. I feel like
I preferred you when you was smoking crack.
Well, just say his name, damn it.
I don't think I've gotten there yet. I think all my family loved me.
Yeah.
The whole time, pretty much.
Happy go jolly family ass nigga.
Yeah, you went to some Philly shit.
Brotherly love, nigga.
Thank you. I didn't even have to say it.
Brotherly love. Fuck this nigga.
Didn't even have to say it.
Watch the pre-show for that.
Right, which is actually on YouTube. But
Yeah.
subscribe to the pre-show if you want that type of energy regularly.
Yeah, fact.
Minus that long list. That list is pretty long.
Does he want this on the screen?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Start from here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, now, MD, I think one of yours, he did kind of clap at me because he was like, y'all niggas just don't answer no treetop questions off the 3 podcast.
Yeah, you just be wasting his fucking time.
Low key, my bad. So I think one of them, when we go through them, is going to say something about treetop. Save that. We'll save that for the next show. We'll just go to the next one after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So, my first question was I put on
This it right here.
Was it 3 Oaks?
Yeah, it was that. Nigga said, I put it there. You niggas just ignore it.
So my word not respected now?
Right.
Shout out to MP.
So yeah, we'll go to this one.
What stakes do we put on intelligence? Y'all said that Flip is smart. I don't think Flip is smart. I left a comment saying Flip ain't smart. Flip is fucking stupid. Flip be fucking wildin'. Flip don't display any type of intelligence, and especially not any emotional intelligence. And self-awareness, which I think is more...
He was cooking this nigga.
Which is more important than intelligence because, fuck, what's the point of being intelligent if you're not self-aware? And does being successful or being able to acquire a certain amount of money make you more, like, intelligent? Is that a proof of intelligence or whatnot? Like, you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, what is being smart, basically? What is the value of intelligence? How do we quantify it? All that type of shit, you know. Like, just deep dive into that. Just a little topic for y'all to just ramble and go on your little tangent and bullshit, try to get your little jokes off and shit.
Well, don't say it so sarcastically, fuck nigga.
So condescending. Yo, he essentially said, "You're welcome, nigga. Here's your office hours. Take it."
Throw your little something so you niggas.
It's like, yeah, nigga.
Why do I feel like I got front to the comment, nigga?
Yeah, we got the best. We get
That's
the best.
amazing, nigga.
Yeah.
Fucking people that watch us, bro.
You got the best shit.
Yeah, it's amazing. But I do get what you're saying because the term smart is kind of thrown around really loosely. Shit, excuse me. Like we'll see a nigga. We'll see a nigga that's successful, and like you would think that he's smart, but he's probably just savvy. You know what I mean? Because he figured out his own little niche, his own
and
little
he
path.
figured out how to make himself look smart by not putting himself in situations he's not like comfortable with or
He's not
whatever.
privy
Like
to.
it's
He unlocked his own access to resources, and that takes some. I'm straight. Appreciate you though. It takes some level of mental. You got to connect dots,
and that's the thing.
You got to be able to see dots connect.
That
And
self-awareness is enough sometimes to front as being intelligent. Because you're self-aware about your situation, you're self-aware about the surroundings, you're able to like front like you're intelligent, but you're not really.
But you could also be self-aware about how stupid you are.
Right, but
you know what I mean? Like self-awareness isn't like I don't think it's synonymous with intelligence.
No, I'm not saying it's synonymous.
Oh, okay.
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying it sometimes can be used in like as if it's intelligence.
Yeah.
Self-awareness.
Yeah.
Self-awareness is a form of intelligence, though.
It's a form of it.
There's also that thing where
can you be a certain level of genius without being like self-aware?
Yeah, you
because you have to be overcritical.
Like most of the geniuses
you have to
you can.
overanalyze yourself.
I think the smarter
Well,
you are,
sometimes they do.
the smarter you are, the harder it gets to actually stay level-headed sometimes.
Think so?
It depends.
When I
because
look at
like
it-
the thing is like you just because you're smart doesn't mean that you're perfect or like you have like the best discipline. You know what I mean? You just have an aptitude for knowledge. But that could be dangerous in the sense that you can use it against yourself. Like I've justified doing the dumbest shit before with like the smoothest reasoning in my head.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
You get what I'm saying? And the smarter you are, the easier it is to fool yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And also, you know, even like back when you were like when we were in school, there was the whole difference between he's just not book smart, but he is smart.
Yeah, common sense.
Yeah, common sense. Like
Yeah.
niggas throw that around a lot too. Where I mean, shit. I heard my mom say that about me. You know,
Tons of times for me.
He ain't
And
the
being
best,
book
he ain't the
smart-
best in school, but I know he ain't stupid.
Being book
You know what I'm
smart,
saying?
that's like, nigga, you just didn't apply yourself. That doesn't even.
A lot of times.
Low key,
It's
that's
just
really
about
all it
applying
is, yeah.
yourself.
It's just about memorizing
Just because that
information.
structure. I don't know what classifies as intelligent or smart, honestly. I never did an IQ test either, though. I've never actually officially taken like.
Yeah, you might not want to embarrass yourself.
Yo,
I kinda wanna
IQ
take
test
one.
on the Olympics. Write it down.
Yeah, fuck it. Yo, yeah, we should see who has the highest IQ.
See, IQ in 3 minutes, that doesn't feel real though. Like,
It doesn't, but it might satisfy somebody's ego.
Yeah.
I want to do like a real one though, where it's like where I gotta take breaks throughout the day to just to finish the test. Like, you know what I'm saying? They got real ones, bro.
They do.
One of my homies took one, and it's
Sit
like
down test,
real ones,
nigga.
bro.
and it's like a 4-hour test, nigga, and it's like you do 30 minutes of the test, and it caters to strategy. Then another, it's this, it's that.
What
Like,
type of strategy?
I don't know. Just overall, pretty much the questions are designed to figure out how fucking smart you are.
And
But
what
they're
kind of
really specific set of things that it has you do.
what kind of smart are we talking about? Is it testing your ability to think and comprehend, or to like
All
just
of it.
know math?
It tests all levels. That'd be a ChatGPT question. What is
Find a reason to bust open that old
Or-
laptop, nigga.
Yeah, or my
Crank it
battery's-
up.
My battery's really low though. Or Google what how do I want to say this? What does a official
And put down in the comments down below who you think has the highest IQ.
That's a good question. You might have set yourself up though.
Okay, so an official IQ test.
That's insecurity. Why would you say that?
It's not insecurity. It's just
Why would
looking
you
out for
say
my
that?
brother because you know.
All right, here it is.
We've been getting a lot of slander lately. Apparently, you're the dumbest one.
We're gonna know about this IQ test.
Yeah.
All right, so this is what an official IQ test is a standardized assessment designed to measure human intelligence. These tests are typically administered by trained professionals in a controlled environment to ensure accuracy and fairness. Here's what an official IQ test generally looks like. Structure and format. So multiple sections. An official IQ test usually consists of several sections, each testing different aspects of cognitive ability. Common areas are your verbal and comprehension, your perceptual reasoning, working memory, processing speed, time section. Types of questions are analogies, pattern recognition, matrix reasoning, vocabulary questions, arithmetic problems, short-term memory tasks. The scoring is the raw. So raw score is the number of questions answered correctly in each section. Standard is the raw scores and then converted into a standard score based on a norming sample, which represents the population. So, okay, your standard score is how you rank amongst other people. And then the final IQ score is usually derived from a combination of the standard score in all sections, with 100 being the average score. Scores typically range from 70 to 130, though they can be higher or lower.
How often do y'all read?
Not nearly
asked
enough.
this,
Not nearly enough.
Was that 3 Oak that we were talking about that?
Nah, he has the same question.
Oh, he did? Okay. Yeah, this is a serious thing because my boy did one. It was like some all day, like you schedule that shit. It ain't no like, it's like when you had a SAT type shit.
Yeah, you sit down. It's
Even
a
though
sit-down shit.
there's no studying for it because it's just what you got going on there.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you can't study for that shit. You might be able to.
But you shouldn't. There shouldn't.
I don't think you should.
There shouldn't be an IQ test where you have to study for it.
Exactly, because
You know
we're just
what I
trying to
mean?
figure out where the fuck you at.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
Is your IQ test like if you've taken enough IQ tests to understand what they're looking for? Does that
learn how to beat the test?
Does you do you beat the test? Does that actually change your IQ,
I
or
don't
is it just a matter of you understanding you gaming the test?
It means your IQ is untestable because you rigged the game. You rigged
Right,
the system.
which means
you're
you're
too smart.
which means you probably ranked really high anyway.
Yeah.
So you're probably in the upper IQ if you're. I feel like they designed these to not be able to do that, but if you can actually do it,
you're a genius.
That means you're a genius, probably.
Mm.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Hey man, you're only smart if people dumb, so you're never that smart. Remember that.
Why you say that?
Damn right. Nice
Yo,
this nigga is crazy, bro.
Yo, that is the best.
That was a bar.
Fucking soundbite you've ever created on the show.
Didn't even make fucking sense.
That's hilarious. I love that shit. I love that shit. Oh my god. That shit was great, nigga.
Ask him to say. Hold on. Ask him to say what he just said.
I don't have to because I'm gonna play it back. He sold that shit the first time. He sold it. He sold it.
Nigga, that shit's great. Oh fuck.
God damn, nigga. Your Lord gonna put that shit on a t-shirt.
We might need to put that as some merch.
Nigga, that's merch. Oh my god.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's a trucker shirt.
I promise you, once you print that shit out, you can be like, what did we do? Why did
It's gonna go crazy.
This type of shit you put MAGA underneath it, sell out.
Exactly.
Nigga, we designing that shit this week.
All right. What was the next question?
Yo. And you know what's crazy? That was like a fart of a thought for you. Like, that was just some bullshit. You just picked your nose. Lord said, oh my God.
This nigga's in the comments like, whoa. But shout out to, was that PD? Yo, PD always bringing it every week. Shout out to PD, man. Great office hours.
All right. He still got one more, though.
PD.
What I need y'all to do is when niggas coming at y'all, start doing disrespectful shit, and y'all really feeling the way, go ahead, go all the way in on this nigga. I didn't watch the YouTube video. I just watched the Spotify of the Homeroom episode. I heard y'all going in. I need to renew my Patreon. I'll be on that motherfucker to see what else was said. But Danny is on the fucking comments, is on the live, saying this is his villain origin story. Like, he's feeling himself type shit. And what I need y'all to do is start going in on niggas that is disrespecting y'all and playing with y'all. Don't be half-stepping and try to show some respect and show love. Because I understand y'all are some real genuine niggas. So y'all don't just be saying shit on camera just to get niggas to watch y'all, whatever. Just like some niggas might do. Some niggas might just turn it up a bit just to fucking get views or get clout or whatever the fuck it is. But you niggas seem genuine, so y'all don't really be trying to say shit that is bullshit. That's why when Jay Noblez be getting caught up in some shit, niggas be sitting there looking stunned when somebody asking him about something. What, me? Oh. And then you give him a minute, so he just double downs on it and just repeats himself and then makes himself look even more sillier. That shit kind of look goofy. But y'all from the jump, it's whatever. I'm still mad.
Nigga said, make me double down.
I don't even know why he went that
And what's
direction.
funny is-
It didn't make no sense.
You know what happened? Jay Noblez popped up in his mind. He was like, yeah, that nigga really is stupid than a motherfucker, dog. Let me
I
talk
don't
about
even know why. Yeah, because it
And what's-
doesn't make no sense why he turned left like that.
And the fact that they think y'all make me double down.
You're right. Yo, that shit was funny.
Yeah, you ignorant enough to do that on your own.
I do that by myself, PD.
Oh, man.
Appreciate you, nigga.
That was
That wasn't even a question. He just had to get that off.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
He was started with a question, but he just veered off. Yeah.
Nah, yeah, we'll fight back at niggas.
This one can put on
the screen. All right, for sure.
Yo, shout out Homeroom University. This is A Brown Music. I have a question. My question is, why does the podcasters have a problem with the podcast reactors, the reaction channels such as yourself, Danny from the Stop, you guys like that? I have a theory. I think it's rooted in jealousy in a way. You know, it's a lot harder for you guys to make content than them, even though y'all basically do the same thing. Like, they talk about people all day too. You know what I'm saying? But they make it seem like they're better. You know, it's easier for them. Drake drops, they could grip Drake and say, yo, this is the greatest dude coming off of 52 city tour, talking like this, blah, blah, blah. Y'all gotta talk about them. You know what I mean? Y'all gotta make them interesting. You know what I'm saying? And then add on the fact that y'all don't know people in the industry like that.
I wonder where you're going. It sounds like you're riding a horse.
Gotta be from New York, right?
I can't remember.
And it's not, nigga, you see how many trees are behind him? It couldn't be New York.
Be upstate New York.
Yeah, you know, he could be in the city.
Couldn't be.
He looked like he has a good job.
He definitely looks like he has
You know what I'm saying? And then add on the fact that y'all don't know people in the industry like that. So y'all not grandfathered in. Y'all got to start literally from zero. Y'all don't know Joe or Charlemagne, where y'all could get a loudspeakers stimulus package. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. As a school bus drives by. Yeah, man. That's pretty much it. Just let me know what y'all think. Why y'all think y'all get so much hate from the podcasters, man? Continue doing what y'all doing, man. Thanks for the kind words last week. And yeah, man, one.
So one thing is the loudspeaker thing. Brother Chris Monroe will be the one that hands those deals out.
Yeah.
So, but we, all right. I mean, we do know quite a few people, honestly.
Yeah, we're not
in the industry. In terms of them just like knowing them to the point where they want to hand their shit, you know, maybe not.
Yeah, that's.
But we could get in contact with quite a few people.
We can ask them questions,
but
if we
to
needed to.
But to your point of why they're upset, you know, that's just typical human nature. It's like,
Yeah,
you know, when
pretty
you talk about somebody's shadow, they're gonna get spooked about that usually.
Yeah.
It's just it's a natural thing, especially if you ain't being praised, because you know a lot of times niggas postures get corrected.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's some criticism and some critique that goes out there, but for the most part, and you would be surprised how many people have opinions and extremely thin skin in this era that we're living in.
Yeah.
Of entertainers and broadcasters.
Because most people don't get ragged on. You know what I mean? Like before we got here, like was y'all ragging on each other? Like how we just like, nigga, we kind of got here. It's like, yo, yeah, Lauren got a leg deficiency. Like we joked on you about your shit.
I mean, like, yeah,
Here and there, but not as much.
No, definitely
Yeah.
not as much.
Not as much.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe when we were younger, it was a lot more.
Yeah, when we was pretty
When we was younger, it was a lot more.
Yeah.
Like when we first met, all day.
All day, yeah.
A lot of people don't have that tough skin.
A lot of people
like built in.
they've never done it once. So yeah. But honestly, and on top of that, I think most of them are over it. I will say that though. I think in 2024, in 2023, they did get really upset, really fucking upset. But I think because it was new, bro, they were so used to just doing the talking and nobody talking about them. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that shit was happening, and it was like the views were getting 10, 20,000, not from our channel. I'm just saying across channels in general, or sometimes 100 to 200,000. Like some videos that performed so well, they were like, "What the fuck?" Like, like, you know, it feels like it would feel like you're under attack. I can understand it when it's never happened to you. The position of the people that they've always been in, came into it knowing that they're always going to be under attack, but they just. And that's just how it feels, not actually under attack. But
yeah, you know what I mean.
But
it's it's the first time hearing it back. Like yodeling on a mountain is a crazy experience.
Yeah,
you never had your voice reverberated back to you like that.
Yeah,
you got to sit there and listen to it.
So yeah, I think it was just so new, but I do feel like it does feel like they're over it now. It feels like now at least they are taking the advice that they should have a long time ago, completely ignoring what's going on, or just realizing it is what it is.
It's gonna be here.
It's one or the other. Like, yeah, it's one or the other.
I was about to say you can either help it feed you or just not even worry about it.
Just ignore it, and nothing in your life is gonna change. You know what I'm saying?
Especially for the big ones like Andrew, they got mad at that shit.
Especially for the big ones.
Yeah.
But shout out to him because he's one of the few people that
He even talked about comedy enforcement.
Yeah, like that has people really eat off him, off shitting on him. Like niggas really be they're really
Talking about
cashing.
Schultz, right?
Oh yeah,
people are really cashing a check off of him, and he don't hit him with no copyright strike. That's some you gotta respect.
that. You gotta respect that.
Yeah. Even though he could, he 100% could, but I mean these niggas are really paying bills out. They're changing their life off his name, bro. Off of straight hate,
200,000
slandering too.
Yeah, off straight slander. They have never complimented that nigga.
Yeah,
it has always been fuck show. So yeah,
they might lose bread if they get to say some kind words.
Bro, dead ass, bro. Yeah. Like when you've been
at least
a
couple thousand subs.
Yeah, definitely. Or you'll just have those dead subs where like now you have a whole bunch of subscribers, and then now we're like, nigga, where are them views at? Match to some of them subs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, and shit, you just made me think like because they recently had Peter Dinklage on Flagrant too.
Oh yeah,
and he revealed why this was why he had that dumbass haircut for that long. Because it was for this show or movie. I forgot. I think it's a show. Is it a show or a movie they filming? You ain't watch it.
Yeah.
They either filming a show or a movie, but that dumbass haircut that he had for months was apparently for that.
I mean, he said that though.
He said it on stage when we went to go see him live in Raleigh.
Oh, well, see, I didn't pay for the exclusive.
But I'm not gonna lie, we heard that on stage, but nigga, it lasted so much longer. I was like, this is a lie. Like, I started believing that he was just trying to get that hairstyle off, and that's just what it was. I didn't believe it for a while.
And it makes you think like, what the fuck is movie production? I thought you could shoot a movie in 90 days. Why you got this
That's what I'm
haircut
saying,
for
bro.
years,
It felt like,
nigga?
it felt like I don't know how long that haircut's been there, but it feels like 5 years. It feels like 5. I ain't gonna lie. It's so synonymous to him.
But granted,
you could do a silhouette of a nigga with that hairstyle, and we'll automatically know it's Andrew Schultz.
It's honestly, it's a tricky game because Dwayne The Rock Johnson, he was preparing for Black Adam in like, what year was it? He was like, nigga, 2012. It was some crazy shit.
Whenever it came out, Or
like he had been preparing for the film.
He'd been practicing his face.
Yeah.
Side note, y'all seen Black Adam?
Trash.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so bad. It's so bad, but I will watch for the action.
It's better
because
than
Hawkeye needs another chance. That nigga was going stupid.
It's better than Shazam.
It's way better than Shazam.
And it might be better than Flash.
I don't know about that. I kind of maybe I'm childish.
Shazam,
I didn't think
nigga?
Shazam was that bad. I really didn't think it was that bad.
You like white people? No, I'm fucking around.
No, what was that?
Yeah, I really didn't think it was that bad.
Nah,
You dislike white people?
He does. He hates them.
No. No. You see what you're doing? That's how it starts. But now I gotta be like, nah, man, I fuck with these niggas, man. But Black Adam over Shazam any day.
That's crazy.
I don't know about that.
That's crazy.
Bro, Shazam.
And you just saw
Shazam
Borderlands.
at least had a storyline. Nigga, Black Adam, they were just doing shit.
Yeah, Black Adam was trash.
That's not true.
Black Adam was crazy.
It was
Nigga,
The story was the origin story was crazy.
The story was about him going from just like a nigga that was lawless and with no real moral code to
Black
a
Adam
hero.
Black Adam was crazy. Nigga, the Rock came on screen and didn't stop his action sequence for like 45 minutes.
Yeah, it was trash.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Are you complaining about a lot of explosions and fights?
Nigga, yeah, I am. In this case, I didn't realize that there would be too much action until I realized that the person we've been waiting on has not stopped fighting and breaking shit for 45 minutes. And then when he finally speaks, it's like terrible.
Because you got to understand, we finally getting like evil Superman for all intents and purposes.
Pretty much,
Like, what would a dude with that much power do if he didn't give a fuck?
Thanos.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
Thanos.
important.
Yeah.
Well,
minus the flying.
Yeah, minus the fine, but. Yeah, nah. Shazam still isn't that great, but it's definitely better than Black Adam.
It's definitely better than Black Adam.
And Blue Beetle's better than both of them.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I still haven't seen it, but I
Nobody's seen
heard
that,
it.
and you should feel sad.
And that's not even that great. And that's not even great.
That's not true because
It's not a great movie.
I couldn't even finish Blue Beetle.
It's not.
And
even
I used to fuck with the character.
That's why I'm using it as a comparison because I put them all in the same boat.
You're crazy,
These
Lauren.
are all shitty movies.
Yeah, these are all ones that I'm like.
Take Lauren.
You got
That's
it.
how you shut the
speaking like a
podcast
chat.
down. Take.
Yo, you just killed Lauren. Shout out to Seattle Dash. I listened to the Sizzle Reel, paused the episode, came on here to tell all y'all little ninjas that y'all understand this game and on a completely different plane. You guys are on something at Menace as a vision guy. Yeah, thank you.
That's what he meant.
As a
What did he
vision
mean?
guy,
He meant you guys are onto something.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
as a vision guy who could have used Vet's critical eye and creation process instead of a nonstop
Cavalcade.
Calvic.
I don't know what that means.
Hold on. I know that word. I know that word.
I'm not gonna. That word looks familiar, but I don't know how to say it.
Nah, I don't even know.
Cavalcade,
I don't even know that's a real
kaleidoscope.
word, bro.
Oh my
I'm
god!
gonna have to check that one.
Man.
Of detractors
detractors
who wanted to see me never get off the ground. You got it. Keep moving and shaking. Trust your gut.
Yeah.
That's the best advice. It got you here.
Literally, man. You just got to keep making it shake till it's loose.
I would fail that IQ test.
A formal procession of people walking on horseback or riding in vehicles. A royal cavalcade proceeded through the city.
Cavalcade?
What's the difference between a cavalcade and a
I have heard
stampede?
that. I feel
And what?
And a stampede.
nigga, those are completely different. What?
Yeah,
A cavalcade is more controlled, like, you know, I'm assuming. A formal procession of people walking. So it's more, it's like
it's the Million Man March.
Yes,
The
it's
Million
like
Man
it's like a presidential, you know, coming to your city, and it's like that essentially. Yes, I think there's another term for that.
Cavalcade.
Yo, it's like
I feel like Drake has rapped that bar before.
Yeah,
I've heard it.
I know that
it's
word.
a procession of vehicles, essentially.
Yeah.
Also, like the flags are on the side of the
Yeah,
car.
yeah, all that shit. It's like
that
that
type of shit.
For a funeral too, right?
Yeah, essentially. Yeah, essentially.
That's probably where I heard it from.
I think that's what it's mainly used.
There
Now
was
that I
actually
think about it, funerals.
There's actually no question.
Yeah.
No, he was just
He was just saying the intro got him so hype. He says, "Keep stepping on these niggas. We got it."
Yeah, he's like, y'all got it. He's like, yeah.
Understand this game in a whole new plane.
Yeah, I wish I had a nigga like me when I was doing what y'all did.
Hashtag office hours. Did y'all catch the episode of Flagging with Peter Dinklage?
Yep.
Souls must be actual friends with him because he let him speak. The episode was like a C if we are given letter grades until the producers spoke. And then I was like, F Game of Thrones. I want to hear about DMX. It's sad when the guest brings a friend and you're like, I should have been interviewed. It's sad when a guest brings a friend and you're like, I should have been interviewed them. Oh, God.
No, that was you.
I didn't get to watch the whole thing. I'm only like 10 minutes in.
Yeah, I think
I
I
didn't get far either.
probably got like an hour left.
It was a little bit. It was. I'm not mad at the C just because even in the beginning it was too much like
chit chat.
It was too much like
small talk.
Yeah, and it was too much. All hell, he's here. You know what I'm saying? Because
Peter Dinklage is a legendary motherfucker.
I mean, he is a legendary motherfucker, but I'm just saying, like, they couldn't even get the conversation started because they kept joking, please don't hit us with a big word. I'm like, bro, can we just let him talk and then we get to that later, you know?
I didn't even really hear his voice for the first 5 minutes.
Exactly.
Peter Dinklage is legendary. Is he legendary in spite of being a
No,
or
he's
because of being
Why would it be in spite?
because of being a too, though.
Dwarf.
Yeah, you're fucking that up. Big
Little
time.
person.
Okay, dwarf, little person. I don't think they would get mad, let's be honest.
Tyrion Lannister.
You
Game
probably
of
better off
Thrones.
going to my
That
hobby.
was his name, Tyrion?
Tyrion Lannister in the show.
I always forgot the name.
Yeah,
It was an
Tyrion
amazing show.
Yeah.
Peter Dinklage is a legend.
But that type of guest, you do have to operate differently. Like that's the type of guest where they don't do this enough. You know what I'm
they
saying?
don't.
You gotta give them that room to speak and let them get it off. And
Gotta
you
make
gotta
them
like
as most comfortable as possible.
And you gotta be really interested in them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like and you show like you interested, but it's like make them comfortable and really get into the weeds of the shit.
I mean, plus he's an actor, so he can't.
I was just about
he
to
can't
say.
start speaking unless somebody says action.
Literally.
And I can't judge it just because I didn't watch it.
Yeah, but
I'm only 10 minutes in. I did plan on finishing it though.
that is a pretty big guess, and it is a pretty interesting guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He had that.
Did you finish it?
Nah, I
You didn't finish it
couldn't
either.
get through it for some reason.
Yeah.
He had an incredible life. Started like shit. But he had a incredible life for all of this birds.
You
like,
said it again the same way.
I had to see if I could do it. But
All right, let's go to the next one. Let's see.
little man. Oh wow, this nigga. Upward hoops. Charlotte niggas are not flashy like Harlem niggas. That's a wild take. Y'all must look at us like that. Hashtag office hours.
That's a good thing. Then.
Sounds like a crazy compliment, nigga. Goddamn.
Right.
But if you don't want it, we'll hold that shit.
Yeah, now
Riley
y'all,
the Flashy.
yeah, now y'all look like Bronx niggas.
Hell yeah.
Just dirty.
Fulton Street ass.
Yeah. You look like Durham nigga. Let me stop taking shots at Durham. Durham niggas is not happy about that shit.
Yeah, nah,
I
they
love
didn't
Durham.
appreciate
I
that
love
shit
Durham. I
very
lived
much.
there for like almost a year. Hashtag office hours. Do you guys get a chance to hear Danny's response? Was the wipe your mouth that bad?
That's what. Yo, Johnny, you laugh, nigga. I know you laugh. It's like wipe your mouth. That's kind of funny. I mean, look, in my opinion, I don't think that was that. As a nigga that said it, I don't think that was that bad.
But I can get it though.
You're supposed to feel that way,
right? But I can also get it. I get it.
Ah, come on, man. Just wipe your mouth.
Why?
Yeah.
Just wipe your mouth.
What's on it? Praise for you?
Just wipe your mouth, man. It's dirty. It's nasty.
You a piece of shit. Hashtag office hours. Just want to say, love y'all content. Danny is the Skip Bayless and Joe Budden is LeBron James. He only built his content off hating one man. He's just a one-trick pony.
Danny hates Joe. When I was listening to a space, Joe went in there. You know, it's like they hate him, but they're also afraid of his manipulation. They just burning that word out like crazy. And it's just like they don't know how to talk to him without being combative. That's all they want to do is be combative with him.
Because that's...
And like they're immediately combative, even in circumstances where he's not coming with that energy.
He's clearly not coming with that
because
energy.
they feel like they gotta have the tinfoil hats get put on.
Batter victims, man.
Yeah, and they're stuck on like trying to stand on something that was said before, and it's like if you had some sort of take that was negative or a high energy about him before, it's like, nah, you got to stand on that next time, even when the niggas coming like super reasonable.
Oh man, I
You know
didn't
what I'm
I didn't even get to put this in the section. All you niggas fold when them niggas get in the building.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. y'all be either folding or overstanding on business to where it's not necessary.
Exactly. That's what
y'all
I
don't
mean.
have no middle ground.
That's folding too, just in reverse.
It's a reverse fold, but it's like y'all overstand on business or you just completely fold. All of y'all do. I don't even know why. Just fake ass thing that we're like trying to keep up. Nigga, all you niggas be folding, dog. Let's keep it 100.
Joe Budden makes you tremble.
Let's be honest. Hashtag office hours. So I had to reach out. I left a comment under the YouTube video of your last episode just saying that during slander though. And I felt I didn't exactly express how I felt about it. I'm going to just say I was bent. As a Bull City native who listens to y'all on the regular on the strength of the fact that you're local, that shit had me fucked up.
I told you.
I listen to y'all and I don't even know who the fuck y'all talking about 3/4 of the time because I'm an old nigga who can only recall Joe Budden or Elliott Wilson when y'all speak on them. That being said, y'all are entertaining as fuck. But y'all came at the bull and it's up now. Not on no dumbass young buck. If I see you, it's on shit. But more so, I'ma keep listening. But y'all niggas all getting side eyes from me as I do. Shit. Keep up the good work. Peace. He forgot to put maybe.
You're right.
It
Shout out
kinda.
to y'all. Nah, man. Yeah, Durham do be,
That is passive aggression.
Durham do be catching strays, but niggas love Durham for real.
Nah, Durham
It's
show
catching
love,
strays
man.
in a way that is like we wouldn't let no
But you know-
Virginia niggas make fun of Durham niggas like that.
But you know what's also
this
funny?
is infighting.
I feel like Durham is used to catching strays though.
Yeah,
like it's
exactly.
like,
Sure.
which is why I can understand. They're a little hypersensitive.
But they have good reason to be sensitive because there's a part of the reason they're catching strays is like Raleigh niggas actually want what Durham has.
That's a whole fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Speak for
So like,
yourself.
and
Culturally,
Durham niggas know that. You know what I'm saying?
Culturally.
Speak for yourself.
Nah, it's a
Durham had a
for
Black
sure.
Wall Street.
For sure.
You want
Raleigh-
more black businesses?
Yes.
I'm not
Yeah.
against it, but don't act like you.
What the fuck?
Yes, you are. Hold on, but don't
Yes,
act
you
like you
are.
just be champagning that shit. Like, yo, we need more
I
black
do.
businesses.
I do be championing it.
What are you doing for black business? Other than
I just put
owning one?
I just put a bat signal out for a black woman doing true
That's
crime.
what I'm saying.
For sure. And we're building a black business here in order to build more.
Everything under
she's not
this
from
flag,
Raleigh.
everything under this flag is black.
What are you doing for black
I don't even want to look at your fake ass face.
Let's really talk about it.
I don't even want to look at your fake ass face.
What are you doing?
I'm supporting from afar.
Tony's even worse
Whoa,
because
double
I'm
down.
supporting
Oh, that's
from
it.
afar.
But
This nigga don't
but
he
he's
support from afar. This nigga is the worst.
This nigga's a trans Mexican
Race,
man.
yeah, trans race nigga.
Yeah.
He's not black
trans
and Puerto Rican.
Dominican. nigga.
He a trans Dominican out here supporting all they fucking fucking tacos
Pantalones,
and
border
fucking
rights.
nose and shit like that.
Nigga, you wearing their pants, nigga. Whose side are you really on?
I'm on my side.
That's a
nigga.
good one.
Fuck out of here. You got on Dickies, nigga. Go cut some grass, nigga.
Nah, nigga, I'm representing the West Coast right now, nigga.
Yeah.
They don't like you
yeah.
either, stupid. You ain't.
They
you
do
remember that trip we took? Where we got ran out of the
Yeah.
When we got ran out of the city. Whose fault was it?
This nigga's mouth.
Wipe your mouth.
You need to watch your mouth, nigga.
Watch my mouth. Do that. Whatever.
You were out of pocket food.
Yeah. Hey, we was in LA chilling.
We were chilling though.
But nah, I do still want to talk to T-Rail.
Yeah. Hashtag office hours. If y'all could
Just
sign
came
to
up.
any podcast network or podcaster, which one would y'all pick?
The Daily Wire.
It's a lot of money that comes with that.
There's a lot of money to come with that. It's a lot of like NRA ads and shit. You be all right. You get fed for a minute.
What's that other white one?
Full send.
I
You
feel
want a
like
Happy Dad shirt? Nigga?
Loudspeaker is always going to be one of those ones just because I feel like that's where we all started.
Yeah.
And Chris is a solid motherfucker, man. I
For
fuck
sure.
with Chris
For
heavy.
sure.
So,
yeah,
on top of, outside of everything, that's the only one that I'd be like, hell yeah, to. Or like, yeah, for sure. But honestly, whoever's got the check.
How about I say?
And we maintain IP.
Horror.
We're open to everybody. We saw ACAST. ACAST, you can reach out.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
there was
for
a lot of people on that list that we saw on that pre-show that we need to broaden our horizons. Goddamn,
sure.
you know what I'm saying? So
Horror, dark fantasy shit like
yeah,
that.
anybody. I don't give a fuck. We are accepting all meetings. That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact.
Have you heard that here, folks? Nigga, the phone lines open.
All
Get it while
meetings-
it's hot.
All meetings will be accepted. That's a whole fact.
Mm-hmm.
For real though.
All right, that's the last
But
one.
yeah, now Loudspeaker is nah, let me sense.
There's not a single podcaster like individual that I could think of.
But yeah, but
You wouldn't
outside
sign to the swamp.
To the swamp.
At least you could have your negotiations live.
Man.
The public can be in on that shit.
Man.
It's
That
nothing
nigga-
but
that nigga-
transparency.
That nigga's having a turbulent start, boy. Holy shit.
That nigga's gasping for air.
Yeah, but all right,
That's
let's.
what happens by the bayou, nigga.
Frogs rejoice when they see this nigga.
Yeah, you
Why
ready?
is that?
Our leader is here.
Finally.
Let's go. All right, let's get out of here. It's late. I'm getting tired. Boom. Yeah, we made it to the end. It's been a beautiful episode. Make sure you do your due diligence, like the video. Drop your office hours. Yeah, send them in. Y'all saw how we did it with the audio format. If you like it, do it. But anything else we need a shout out? Oh,
Donate to the nearest urgent surgery. This is an emergency surgery, so if anybody can give anything, everything, every little bit helps. So I can fund his surgery. All the details are the link in the description for the GoFundMe as well. Yeah.
J Noblez,
Tone Groove,
AJ the Menace,
White Man Behind the Boards.
Yeah.
F Mac on the keyboards.
That's me.
And yeah.